Hello.
Hello! Welcome
Hello, every pony.
to Kingdom Hearts.
I'll kingdom your hearts until you.
Been a bit.
Was it?
Cherished.
Me.
I love seeing you guys again. Look at your little reactions.
Yeah, we're back. We're
so
back.
fucking back.
Remember how at the end of last session we said we'll see you in a few weeks?
That was pretty funny.
It's technically been a few weeks.
I laughed when I rewatched that earlier.
It is fucking.
Foreshadowing is a
Little-
narrative tool.
Little did you know that was the end of season 1.
6 months.
It is now
It's been
season 2.
literally half a year.
There's no way it was half a year. You're lying.
Technically over half a year.
No, it said 6 months when I went back and looked. We don't need to look into it any further than that. So, with that being said,
I'm poor and I'm old. I'm poor and I'm old.
the fuck?
This is gonna be an interesting day. Okay, yeah, okay.
We're gonna switch this over into the room that we haven't been in quite some time.
Been a bit.
It's been a little while. It's been so
It's
long
like nothing
that
ever changed.
it's been so long that it took a minute for it to load onto the stream. That's very funny. Hello,
But that
everybody.
changed you a little.
We're back in the very
Hello.
cluttered room. Probably the most cluttered room we currently have. I don't know. I don't know.
about that.
Five dogs is pretty cluttered.
No,
That's pretty
that's a different race.
There's
altogether.
two different kinds of clutter though. Five Darts is cluttered with cards. This is cluttered with clutter.
We just straight up have clutter in this one.
Everybody, welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. How was your 6 month vacation where none of us did anything? Definitely not 2 short campaigns.
I did pretty okay.
We were just in the void.
I mean, I guess technically we probably would have done Horror Resort while we were doing Kingdom Hearts, didn't we? One short campaign, one half a year campaign. We did it.
Thought that was a fever dream.
Woo! Wonderful, wonderful.
It was
Law?
a fever dream, and I was part of it.
Sorry, not Law. Oh man,
That's the wrong guy.
that's the wrong guy.
Could you forget about me? I'm like not even this guy's physique at all.
Oh,
That's
so
not
long.
very true. you are almost exactly opposite of Law. You just need to be like a buff woman version of Zarel, and you'll be the exact opposite of Law.
Guys, I have changed my gender.
I have done the gender swap.
Oh, goody. Okay, let's get you some
I
clothing.
thought it would be fun. It was all right.
We just fucking have you like buff like how Karlak is buff and freaking
Nah.
Get that kind of
Sorrel's
build.
body type will be Rolf from Scoop and Shag.
no.
Not a raw fan.
You're right. That's where it's from. I catch up on that. I was reading that for a while.
Everybody,
Really good.
there have been some changes to the room. Whether you notice them or not, there have been changes. First things first.
Gary, oh, you ever say that?
First things first. The maps in the center of the room have technically been updated. We can no longer accidentally move them, which is very good. But also, because they are now considered
abused.
tables, you can write on them better.
Ah.
Yay!
Because they're technically considered tables now.
So
So that's pretty cool. Oh, I also technically have a better one of this. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I have a better compass now. Hold on. Do I have it in the is it in the fate stuff? Hold on. I have a better compass. I did it good. I made one. Hold the fucking phone. Hold on, everyone. I forgot that I had this. This is going to take up some time. Give me a second.
Of course.
It may be easier to just steal it from the other room, but I'm committed.
Jesus.
It is easier to steal it from the other room. Actually, no. Modding, Cloud Manager, and then we scroll 1 page, and it should be. We scroll 2 page, and it should be. 1 more. There it is. prepare for the better fucking compass, guys.
All right, blow my dick off. Let's see it.
There it is. But this time, wow.
Oh, we got
Yeah.
color now.
Yeah, it's got a little color that's pointing to the north. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go.
There we go.
It's pretty neat. It's pretty
Yeah.
good. Anyway,
We go.
so
Okay.
that's one thing that has changed. That was definitely a needed and wanted change that everybody wanted. Also, you may notice. Don't look at the zone you can't see into. You may notice we have added the furry chart to this room.
Yeah.
We do have the
we
furry
did.
chart. I feel like if any game should have it, it's honestly this one.
It is full of
It's this one and the one we just ended that needed this the most, I think.
quiet.
Well, shit. It looks like I'm going to gain hair anyway.
We also have, if we look at the keywords section, we have updated the keywords to all the keywords that we've had for all the other games, which does mean that technically Phantasm is on here, but we don't have to worry about that for now.
Okay, yay.
But
That's a non sequitur.
that
Sure.
also means that a couple of these are updated since the last time we used them. I believe the ones that are updated are the Great Amber keyword is updated, the Flank keyword is updated, and I believe the Light keyword is updated. I think. Yeah, I have it down here. So yeah, a few updates to some keywords. Nothing like too humongous, nothing too crazy. We also have the new light saver, because we don't really use the lightsaber much in this, but now we can, which does have Quiet March on it in case you
Quiet
guys
March,
feel like you wanna go to
chilling until we go into the quiet march.
it. But you know, we could also just go into nice lighting. Nice lighting is also good. I noticed that we didn't have a really big version of our Karma deck, and our Karma deck, as you notice now, may or may not have some funny little guys in it. We have the updated Karma deck now, so it has
we got the red ones now.
Yeah. Oh, so those are in here now. There is this thing here, which is a little bag, and this little bag is here, and it does little bag things. And if I shuffle the little bag and I do this, we see that there's a plus minus dice in there. So you guys were asking if we updated anything. You guys may remember on your guys' sheets, on your guys' inventory squares, sometimes you get blank ones. Anytime you guys get a blank one from now on, we're just gonna grab something from this thing, and it's gonna be that.
Is it retroactive?
No.
I forgot that I obliterated the crotch of my fate.
Oh yeah, you did. We ended up using it, and then you drew blood
The
in
fate card.
Oh yeah.
The fate effigy.
Other than
None of
that,
us have any blanks in it anymore.
there are a couple of other changes that people apparently didn't notice. For Kreb's sake and Kreb's sake alone, I'm talking to you, Kreb, because Kreb asked me if I ever got rid of the weird funny horse, because it was an AI horse that we just literally threw in here because we needed something and it was kind of funny. But ever since then, I've really had bad PTSD with AI shit, so I did get rid of it, even though it was just in there for a funny joke. But we have new Pegasus art, which is technically the 4E version of D&D Pegasus, and they look really cool, and I like them.
Where is it?
It's right here. Here's the Pegasus. This is the D&D 4E version of Pegasus. The one that hardly anybody ever uses, and I love it. It's such a cool
Look
fucking
how
design.
fucking cool this 4E has some great art. Look how fucking cool this horse is.
Oh yeah. You may also
edition is
notice,
great.
beside of that, there were a couple of things we had got from Etsy before, and while I am pretty sure that they didn't use AI, I no longer trust the site at all. So instead, we have our 3 people that were here that were just silhouettes before, for our main characters that were there. I made them little amber colored knights because they were the Amber Knights.
Templar armors.
Yeah, I use the Templar armor, and then I use the Zelda armor,
Honestly,
and then the Squire.
You know, honestly, these Amber Knights, I don't think they belong in Elden Ring.
They're really cool.
On some Earth Tree shit.
boys.
Yeah, so those are the Amber Knights. Captain Amanda is still super swag, and now they have a nice purple cloak, and I like it.
Purple's
What
a sick
about
color.
the Templar I drew? They're very
We can't
they
use
could be
that
in a
one.
crowd.
We can't use that one.
Why? They
That's
really
a,
work well.
That's a specific guy.
But
Oh, hey,
there's
okay,
nothing distinguishing about them.
If you also
you
look,
updated ours too.
did I?
Yeah, the little arrows. We don't have backs
Yeah,
anymore. We just have
that's
the
another
arrows.
thing. If you guys look at your guys' tokens here, you will find that they have the little arrows that we mentioned during Quiet March. Not all the tokens currently have these yet. I will be slowly changing all the tokens to have them, and some of them, like these 3, are too small to have them.
We just assume they're always unable to be flanked. It's fine.
Or they're always flanked. I don't know, one or the other. Really depends on how mean I'm feeling a day. But whenever you are having your character pointed in one direction, that is the direction you are facing. So if anybody is behind your token there, that means they are flanking you. This way, no matter which direction I'm looking at the crew from, I can get a thing where all of their faces are in it. And again, I will be updating all of the tokens to do that slowly as we go through the game. But currently, the only ones I have are the ones up here in the tavern up here, and all of their backs are still back sprites. We're gonna get rid of all the back sprites except for silhouetted people such as the heckin' vampire guy you guys found at the at Cocklecot's Manor, and the priest that you guys saved from like offing himself. All of that being said, that is, for the most part, all the changes in the room. There are a couple of other minor changes, but we'll talk about those later, as well as a couple of other things going down. This is a second chance, a new season, if you will, because that's what it's called. So I would like to know, as we are coming into all of this, does anyone at all know what the fuck happened last game? Anthony, what happened last game?
Okay, I thought you were doing a bit. Make fun, we'll do it again, but all right.
I knew you all watched it this time, so I stayed real fucking quiet.
Actually, you were doing a bit. It's fine. So last time we left off, it was just a whole fucking. It was 2 boss fights at the same time.
Yes.
More or less. The fight with guard armor and whatever remnants left was of Lord Cube after he was done beating the dog shit out of them went pretty smooth. Okay, it was mostly combat, so I'm not gonna go every fucking
You're
turn.
right. It
but
is
suffice to say,
combat, so I should put on a combat music. Bam.
It's
There we go.
okay. So we were fighting the guard armor. Gilgamesh, Zarel, and Muna were fighting the guard armor while he was still trying to fight Lord Cube by himself. Doing great. Cube did get him with a laser blast on the staff and did a very funny thing where he would steal his stats. Unfortunately for Lord Cube, he clearly doesn't have long-term memory because he would have remembered that one of his goons crippled some dude. The stat what he got was strength, which, as we all know, Hibiki has such little strength, he actually could be considered a plastic bag. So Lord Cube actually did debuff himself so badly, he missed his melee attack. That was his next action. Just on pure debuff alone. Very funny. And like a little bitch that he was, Lord Cube could not finish the job himself. Because he sucks and is a little parasite. So instead, the guard armor, failing to hit anyone of us, the 3 of us, fighting it, because it also sucks. It's just a big goofy armor. Doesn't even have real limbs, no ligaments. The fuck's that about? It did get a hit by being a backstabbing little bitch and got Hibiki. Lord Cube definitely super totally counts as a victory for him. Big win, big fat W, completely calculated. what wasn't calculated was Muna immediately rezzing Hibiki from near death, and then us losing a limit break on him. So how's that for calculate? So we limit break the shit out of Lord Q, absolutely annihilate them. And thanks to Zarel's severing shield, among other magics, we peeled the parasite off of their host, whose name is Isha, by the way. We saved Isha, yay. We destroyed Lord Q, fuck that guy, fucking
Isha.
cringe lord. And the guard armor, basically dead. Pretty sure it burnt up in it. No, wait. Guard armor, not quite dead, but we all got sucked to the vacuum of space. Not great. We were doing free fall into orbit. So problematic. Guard armor still trying to attack us. Turns out no ligaments, nigh infinite range. So there's that. But luckily for us, there was a funny thing. Once again, thanks to Hibiki existing.
Hold off.
Mhm.
Mhm. Hold off.
Bling.
Hold off. We are. Hold on.
Okay.
Just hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so as we're free falling down to orbit, desperately trying to grab onto each other while we figure out a plan as we're in free fall, we hear the distinct sound of a large bird screaming as something flies towards us at high speed. It's the Mechazord of the Terra Defender, the wind one. Garuda, the big funny bird robot with stained glass wings, which that's still so I fucking love that so much.
It's
Stained
such a
glass.
cool
I wish
design.
So good.
it's such a great. I fucking love that shit. Anyway, Garuda comes to help save the day as it scoops us all up into its mouth or something like that. As we're now in the pilot seat, and together we all working as one in the body of this big bird. Have our free fall boss fight against the guard armor as we're trying to finish this thing off. Pretty touch and go, not gonna lie. Guard armor is tough, but we did succeed in destroying it. Its big old heart flew off into the fuck ever it's supposed to go, as the rest of it burned away in orbit, in atmosphere. Unlike the guard armor, though, we also started catching fire, but Garuda can do that kind of thing. It's a space robot. It's fine.
Space robot.
We safely landed somewhere in the northern area territory here, and not quite at the library, not quite at the fucking station where it likes to hang out, but we're here. And then it kind of fucked off because you figured out that it doesn't really like us right now, Baka. So we're gonna deal with that later. Well, Hibiki has to deal with that later, not us. We're unrelated to that, but we did
Moral support.
Moral support, of course. Just like when we said, yeah, you can take on Lord Q 101. God, that still could have ended so catastrophically so fast, but it didn't, because fuck you.
And 8 health.
Yep, you survived by 8 health. Speaking of, we now had a minute to fucking recuperate and not worry about burning in the atmosphere on re-entry. We went to have a talk with Isha. Turns out there's a council of bad guys, because of course there is. They're looking to fuck up the world, and Q was just one of them. And our job is far from finished, apparently, with that. And they're just gonna fill in the void that Cube is left because he's gone forever. And Isha will do their best to try and help us out in any way that she can, but she's also spent decades as a passenger in her own body, so that's going to be something she needs to cope with first for a minute. And it also turns out the coin, not important. The power the Power Ranger morph to Terra morph
The power's in you.
was in us the whole time, which is like, yeah, it makes a lot more sense than a shitty coin to Gilgamesh the dragon, who all his power is his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes
over it,
sense.
man.
Yeah, see, it's a stupid coin. It's dumb. Didn't need it. Cringe. Anyway.
I will find your leak account, buddy.
I've been doing that on purpose this whole time. The chat will never know. But so we kind of just ended off there of we're just gonna relax, take a break, patch our fucking wounds up, and just breathe, because that was a fucking lot. We got a brand new engine for the light ship. We got all kinds of shit. We stole a bunch of stuff from Lord Q. So we got chests unopened, treasure undistributed. I think I have a power plant in my pocket. We need to figure this stuff out real fast.
And also at the end we got this, which is cute.
Yeah, the most important thing that matters.
That's at the end we got that.
And Ramu has their own little Power Rangers too.
Which is as canon as we want it to be.
It's so cool. Look at that little thing.
1000% canon in my heart.
They've been hanging out with us long enough.
In my Kingdom Hearts, it's canon.
Right here to see it. I can't wait for someone to have to make a Raichu version.
But yes, there is a couple things I want to go over, because I did only have you guys watch the last episode, but there was a couple of other things that happened during the arc itself that I want everyone to make sure that they remember. Whenever you guys made your way onto the large area that you had found, the first thing that you would remember, obviously, that had happened was that the entirety of the cargo bay was full of hearts. Because that thing got destroyed, at least the cargo bay got basically fucking opened up and thrown about everywhere, those hearts are most likely gone at this point. Which does mean, because everybody was slamming through and destroying them all, they're no longer captured inside jars, which is pretty cool.
They're free floating wherever the fuck they're supposed to go.
Wherever they're at, they're floating there. They did good. Those are all gone. Another thing you guys found out while you were on the ship was that you guys had found out that the entirety of the place was technically supposed to be considered a secondary resort, or like a secondary area to have people go to. The rich and famous of Cherished were going to be basically making their way up to essentially have a colony off the planet, just in case bad shit happened, which is like, how did they know bad shit was about to happen? There was but you also saw that the colony was basically bullshit. Nobody actually was planning on doing anything. They were just stealing money from the rich, which, you know, the one good thing they did.
They got 1 point. The scoreboard is now 1,000 on this side and 1 on that side.
Just because Lord Cube ate children didn't mean he also didn't eat the rich.
Just because he was a bad guy doesn't mean he was a bad guy.
He was eating everyone, so I don't.
I still think that's one of the hardest.
Exclusively the rich.
I still think that's one of the hardest lines I've ever uttered as a villain. It's just like, I've ended so many children and ate them too.
Yeah, that
like,
was so
Jesus
fun.
Christ.
Like, come on, dude.
Like, I've defeated so many children and ate them too.
It's like, why did you say that,
what
sir?
a brutal fucking monster. Being literally made to never be able to be killed by the Terra Defenders ever. They're fucking what's the right term? They're predator, as it were.
That was the anti-Terra Defender, and it definitely did its job. And again, you guys remembered as well that Lord Cube was apparently made here, which means they were made to destroy the Terra Defenders in particular. Which is crazy, because this was Lord Cube's home world. You also had learned during that whole thing, whenever you guys had made their way into Lord Cube's like main chamber, you found a computer there, which did have a chat open with several different people, with a bunch of different, very unique usernames. Which again,
the guy who made him is named Hyena, yeah.
The Hyena was in there, so you guys did learn that there was a lot of people connected with it before they told you last episode that there was a lot of people connected with it. But now you know for a fact that they're basically a crew of villainy. The final thing I want you all to remember about last arc is that whenever everything was said and done, Lord Cube / Isha did say that they would basically attempt to still pretend to be Lord Cube.
Yeah.
They are going to do their best to still continue to be Lord Cube. They are going to say that they were defeated, but they were able to retreat and see just how much they can get from that. But we will see how things go from there. Final thing.
I can't believe I couldn't eat those children.
Final things. I did remove them from the area here. I removed them from the map. but there are still a shit ton of the mines and the islands up in the low orbit. They are currently all over this country at this point, making large patches of darkness all over the area. They were being brought there by Lord Cube to essentially fucking detonate like a big fucking bad explosion bomb in the center of the city to hopefully destroy the king / Michel or whoever the fuck they were hoping to destroy with that.
And not forget, they're being pushed by like Heartless.
They were being pushed by Heartless.
Control of them, or
But
had some kind of control.
that is no longer being the case. They are no longer being pushed, from what you guys can tell. Whenever you guys were in low orbit, those Heartless were also some of the ones that were basically being buffeted around. They're no longer pushing. From what you guys can tell, the area is mostly stable at this point. Also in low orbit is the colony. The colony is currently in low orbit because you guys took one of the engines. But yes, that is the things that I will mention. That is the things I will mention to you guys. You guys basically just need to remember everything else that was ever said. That being said,
It's easy.
at this point, Isha has said that they would be coming with you. You guys have questions for them. I brought up that you guys should watch the last episode specifically because Muna had said they wanted to do something. So hopefully Lily remembers.
The one person who didn't. Oh my god.
That's whenever you said earlier that you may not get done with it. I'm like, you were the one I needed to watch it.
I don't recall.
tried.
I just remember what it was. It was something about visiting a grave. I
Yeah,
just don't
they
know
wanted to go to the
whose.
grave.
Oh, right, graves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, you guys are all beat the fuck up. You guys are all tumbled out, thrown off and about as if you just basically skydived from space. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's crazy.
You guys all begin to make your way over toward the church. As you do, you would find that I'm going to change the music again because I do that sometimes. We're going to go to Dreamer. I like Dreamer. We haven't got to use this playlist in a while.
Yeah, we're back.
Oh, I think I remember.
Well, we'll get to that whenever we get to the
Oh
thing
my
then.
god.
You guys would all make your way back over in front of the church. You would find standing outside the church, there does appear to be a Prescott. Prescott is doing their best, as they always are, to watch over the way. You guys don't usually come in from the direction that you guys are coming in from this time. You also don't usually come in with a person wearing a darkness bodysuit, and a large staff with a cube on it. That being said, you guys find Prescott as he looks over to you guys. Well. I'm guessing all that was you guys.
Who else could it be?
Not gonna ask how you did it. Started motioning up toward the night sky where you guys see silhouetted against the somewhat like blues of the night, a large black square just hovering up in the sky.
First we got up and then we came down.
Well, we got a bit of a light show down here from what we had seen.
Hibiki hit them with a really, really big hammer.
I don't have a hammer.
We stole one of its engines.
Well, good on
It
you.
was a good time.
They look over
For most of us.
toward Isha. Everything good here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's coming with us.
All right. I think
We have
Michelle had said something about wanting to speak to you guys at some point, but I don't know how much of that you might have got last time you were here. You didn't really leave this place in the same way you usually do, or get here in this place the same way. So haven't talked to you guys in a while.
It has been an interesting set of days.
Well, a settlement needs your
They can wait.
Settlement always needs our help. The whole world of Cherished needs our help.
No, seriously though, there was some talk over at the manor. People were asking about you guys at some point. I'm not sure if you want to make your way over there or not, but apparently they had a visitor from the ocean.
Oh, okay, that is important, yes.
Oh.
They had a visitor from the ocean and they went to the manor instead of here. I don't really know what's going on with that, but if you ever have time, that's probably a good place to go to after all this.
Agreed.
We probably should.
I got this place. More and more people are coming in from all over after they saw that light show you guys put off. The first one, at least.
Good.
The stories we have to tell about that place.
I would like for you guys to roll me for your do we have it in this game? We don't have experience. Oh, we do have experience in this game. Roll me for your experience, please.
I do.
The first roll of the millennium.
And it's all of you rolling.
Yeah, I will roll my.
Oh, bullshit. That's a 5.
Not bad. That's
Got
an 18.
10.
And
18 plus
that is
whatever my thing is.
that is an 18 for Hibiki, though, correct?
Yes.
Hibiki,
12 altogether.
when
Sorry.
they say that, they said the first one.
The first one. What was the second one?
Because the one thing I will say for you, Hibiki, is the only thing you guys did that would have been visible from space is what you guys just did.
Wait, 2 light shows. We only. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that the one that we did went off. What was the first light show?
What? You guys don't know?
No, we were on a space
Oh.
station. We couldn't have seen anything.
If it happened from in there, we might have not seen it, no.
There are a lack of windows.
We had thought it was you. Some kind of I guess, what's a good way to call it? Back on my world, we called it, the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis. There was a big
the rainbow
shining,
snake.
there was a big shining light that, came by. Looked like it was all over the mountains. We thought that was you.
That'd have been Garuda.
Might have been Garuda, but we ourselves had not caused anything of such sort.
How long between the light shows was it?
It was a few hours back. He tries to think for a second. None of us have a map, do we?
We do.
Don't
we have a map?
Yeah, we do.
We have a map.
Hey, let me
It's
see it
a-
then. Let me see if I can show you
Yeah.
whereabouts it was.
Please do.
Please mark it on our map for us, Prescott.
So, this is a great time for you guys to have a map because when you guys heard mountains, I'm guessing you thought here.
These ones, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
those, was it?
You guys must have immediately thought these mountains.
Yeah, like a bunch of
Yeah.
fucking morons.
Yeah, see, well, we fucking morons. It's not those ones, idiot.
He immediately
Or-
goes to these ones.
Those ones.
Well,
Oh,
I
doesn't
was
seem right.
thinking those ones. I wasn't.
Yeah, there was like a big old light show happening over there. We thought it might have something to do with what you guys were doing up there. It seemed to fly through the sky.
I would not believe those two things would be related.
It was similar enough to what we saw just half an hour or so ago, whenever all of you were fighting that crazy thing. So I thought it might have been that. Odd.
It seems this world has more secrets than we thought.
I'll keep an eye out.
It sounds like we're not going to go flying by those anyway.
You know what's a really fun thing about this being a season 2? We were able to rewrite a lot of things, and actually there's a lot more stuff happening in the other side of the map now.
What? No way!
It's interesting how we're starting by having the other part of the map do something.
I'm so glad you're ready for us getting an airship. Now.
I was wondering, did anyone else in their dream get this 0 out of a billion gigabyte update?
The fucking
I did feel like I was having my RAM being used.
the patch hit, man. It was
Patch
crazy.
came in.
I had to uninstall my Curse of the Quiet March.
What do we call the expansion? Cherished Days, New Day, Cherished Days, New Light.
Days
New
with
Dawn.
this
New light
E.
update.
The New Light update. It's Cherished Days, New Light. That's what the news. Fuck. Hold on.
Cherished Days, 647 divided by 8 days.
New.
I love that this was never
Light.
supposed to be a season 2.
It was never supposed to. No. But it just
Now
kind
it is.
turned into that.
I'm just saying, seasons are dope.
That is true.
We did it. As Prescott seems confused, but shows you guys where it is. I'll keep a lookout if I see anything else happening in the sky, but I'll see if somebody else might have saw something more than me.
Please do.
Appreciate it.
I'll go by Ragnar's bar and see if any of those guys saw anything.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, gonna be going on patrol. He looks back over toward Hilson. He's like, "Take over for me." As Prescott gives you guys a wave, as he passes you guys
Wave.
by, he gives you a pat on the shoulder, like "good job," and then makes his way. Don't forget about the settlement that needs your help.
Okay.
We never forgot anything ever.
Looks back at the map. We didn't make any of the marks.
He said the manor.
Yeah, that would be the one.
You know the
counts as
big ass
settlement?
manor.
The big old one.
Oh, that counts as a
wow,
settlement?
the
Jeez.
UI at the top of our eyeballs updated.
What are you
Is it a
talking
quest
about?
marker? That's crazy.
All right, let's go talk to each other then.
You guys step into the area. As you do find that there are a good number of people off and around. Currently, you guys see several of your allies. You guys see Suku, the one that recently joined you, over by the area, seemingly just on top of one of the benches, staring off over at your guys' raft. You guys see Boya
Beautiful
over in the corner, seemingly just staring up at the sky on top of the large hay pile. You guys see Jordan way off in the corner, like looking around, seemingly looking at a map that he has in his hand, and then looking around at the stars. And finally, you guys do see that, just like before, from this side, you would find that because there is ways to see into the grave area, you would see that that both Grave and where are they at? I thought I put them over there. Where are you at, you piece? No, there you are.
Okay, dope.
You would find that both Grave and Lilac are in the grave area, seemingly just looking about at the different areas around there. As you guys come in, the one thing you will take note of is there doesn't appear to be an everyman's here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
He fucked off. Crazy. Never see him again.
There's
Died.
a
Yes,
presence.
they patched out everybody. I mean, oh no.
There's a presence here. This is the place that you have been keeping yourself.
Yes.
Dude, it's been our pretty merry little home and slash bunker shelter.
It seems to have a similar feel than the command center from my time.
Is that so? And what way?
You see them slightly give off a bit of a smile. Not a huge one, but it just feels comfortable, I guess. The feeling in the air is very similar, though. I guess it's mostly the fact that everybody around here seems to be at least a lot more at ease than the people outside. Safe, I guess, is a good way to put it.
It's very safe.
Should I wait out here while you go and talk to your leader, or whatever they are?
If you wish to stay around, I mean, there's plenty to see, and not that much.
Ours was a
there is
floating
a bunch
head,
of things.
so...
I suppose you are moving up in the world then.
It's like ours was a floating head back whenever we were... Anyway.
Well, there's technically a floating head at the place that I think that was the old command center, as far as we understand.
Yeah?
But it's one of the sisters, I guess.
That's a woman then. That isn't the floating head I was thinking. But good to know that someone has taken refuge there.
Mm-hmm.
It is a powerful artifact, the container tube. It now occurs to you guys that you have somebody with you that knows every single probably secret about the command center.
Wait a minute.
We definitely want your help with understanding the command center.
Which also explains to you guys why Lord Cube was able to talk to you for the first time there.
Wait a minute. Learning a lot of things very quickly. We first made contact with Lord Cube, that command center up there.
I vaguely have
at the time.
I vaguely have a memory of that.
We didn't understand much at the time, but now that we are considering, I think, the ramifications of everything, it would be good to show you around there again. There's not a lot that we understand from there anyway, so we could appreciate the help.
They look to themselves and they sort of like brush a hand over their chest where the strange skin-tight darkness that is on them is. Hopefully I can even step in somewhere like that again. Though, I guess since I haven't exploded in here, I should be able to make my way there. I can sense a powerful light magic
that if
here.
you're not exploded here, yeah, if you have not exploded here, then that's a very good sign. This thing could destroy an entire big heartless, one of the big ones.
My only worry with being in a place like this is that one of Lord Cube's powers was to absorb the light. If I feel anything like that happening, I will vacate immediately.
That's fair then. If you believe that would be something that would happen, I understand that.
Luckily, we have emergency exits then.
It should be fine, but I will keep an eye on, or I guess I'll keep a feel on this. They look down at themselves. It's like wearing those suits, but all the time. I could use, I don't know, a shirt. Well, I guess if I wore one. So I guess if I wore one of those, then I wouldn't be able to really masquerade as Lord Cube, would I?
I suppose that Lord Cube wouldn't be going around wearing a shirt on top of their clothing.
You see that there is a slight disappointed look on their face. I guess I'll have to wait a little while longer.
Oh, well, come on. Surely there's something.
I'm sure once you get a handle of whatever powers you now have, I'm sure you'll be able to get that off.
Getting it off isn't the problem. If I were to remove it and one of the others were to see me, they would immediately know that I'm not Lord Cube. So until they're dealt with, I probably shouldn't even try to wear anything else.
Are you sure? I'm sure we can at least get you a shirt while you're in here.
It is tempting, but probably not something that we should risk.
Hmm.
Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
That's quite all right.
It's cold.
I have to get a shirt. This is not a conversation we're having. Macho!
Just so everybody remembers, it is winter.
Well, yeah, but my big pecs can't withstand all weather damage.
Yeah, you're
Man,
fine.
I need a shirt.
I'm sure I'm fine too. Probably not.
You're a dragon. You're probably fine.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Zarel, you make your way over toward Bosco and Macho. You find as you do that Ysera seems to be looking about the place just as you guys left her before. It's like, oh, hello.
Hello, Sarah. Do you guys have
Ooh.
a shirt or a cape or anything?
Zarel, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. It's been a bit.
Yes, I saw the big bird in the sky. Was that you?
Oh, that was us.
Oh, it's wonderful. But you want a shirt?
Yes.
We could probably get a shirt. Though, I'm not very good at, tailoring.
Would usually ask the everymans, but he seems to be not currently here at the moment. I don't know if you guys have seen him leave or anything.
I'm gonna be going off in just a little bit toward the mall. See if I can grab anything, if anything's still remaining there.
Oh, if you can find something like that, that'd be great.
I'll see what I can do. A lot of things were dragged about and thrown away by the Heartless, but there's probably some regular shirts and things out there, as long as they didn't have any pictures on them.
Just anything should do, I believe.
Of course, we'll look into it immediately.
Well, thank you.
You do need a shirt, don't you?
Oh no, I'm fine.
It's cold. It's gonna get cold.
Oh well, I'm not feeling very cold. I have the strength of my friends and the one from my heart to keep me safe.
It's gonna start snowing more.
Oh, I should need a shirt. You're right, actually. Can you get 2 shirts?
I'll get every shirt I can find.
Thank you.
God damn it.
No worries, everybody. We will have shirts, various sizes.
Joy.
You know, I only used materials I was able to find. I wonder, I have a design in mind, but that'll have to be for later. Hibiki,
What?
there's something.
What?
There's something I'd wish to do with you, but it's going to take some preparation time. DM, if you could look in our DMs for a second, that's going to determine what I'm preparing for.
Fine. Who's
I
holding
guess.
Ramu right now?
Hibiki needs it.
Hibiki's holding Ramu.
Hey, Vicky needs it.
He is the lowest HP, so he's holding Rom.
You guys need one more. You guys need one more random pet.
I mean, let's see here. We've got the fairy. We got Poe. We got Ramu. I mean, we have the PT.
We need Agumon.
No worries. I have a whole person with me.
I think that's something you were wanting to make.
Okay. Then it's gonna take some time, but if either of you have memorabilia of those that were lost during Lord Cube's reign, I would like for you to bring them with you when we next see each other.
Memorabilia?
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Those
the
that-
ones that were attacked were most likely attacked off-world. At least most of them. But there was there was my team. Maybe there's something left of them back at the command center.
I'd be willing to go with you if we can find anything. It doesn't have to be everything, but whatever we can.
I do
Or
want to go
anything.
I do want to go there at some point. But I am again worried that the magics there may either destroy me or I destroy them. I would rather have a rest before going if all of you do not mind. Just to
Very
make sure
well.
that I am at my fullest strength.
For something this large, I'm going to be putting a lot of time and effort into this. There's going to be some preemptive prayers. There's going to be some materials that I hope are in this world. I want what was lost to be remembered, even in this world.
If you... Oh, that's the wrong one.
There we go. If you can't find what you need, then I'll have it for you as well.
Muna, you hear Hades talking with you.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
You are one who messes about with those type of things, and quite honestly, it's been a while since anyone has done a good burial ritual in my presence.
It's been a while since I've done a burial so large. A war-torn city was so long ago.
That does bring something up, actually. If you're wanting to figure out something about those lost souls from the other worlds, well, there is one person on this world who most likely can help you with that.
That'll be good.
I'm not entirely sure where they are, though, but it is someone you have had some sort of understanding of. I believe they call them the Lost.
That does sound familiar. Muna starts thinking back.
You know that the Lost is apparently a cherish that is one that is somewhat revered on this world, mostly as like an idol. They are a cherish that is known for their singing voice, yet are, other than that, very mute. Also, you know that whenever you guys have gone around looking for stuff, anything that has the Lost on it or has been touched by the Lost, has been able to deal with Heartless. You guys remember beating up a Heartless with a Lost body pillow before?
And let's not forget that the Lost is connected to Lilac.
Ah, yes, the Lost. Are you able to hear his voice, or shall I express what he's saying?
They can all hear.
We can hear it.
Yep. Hades,
All right.
Hades has had all of you in their presence before, so.
This lost person came up again, huh?
You guys know that essentially Lilac over here is somewhat the Lost. They are kind of the spirit that was here before the Lost. It's really weird.
Transition in the future and the past. It's kind of crazy.
You guys don't know exactly what they are, but for those of you outside Kingdom Hearts logic, they're kind of like a nobody.
Okay.
Either way, if you find anything that would lead you to them, they would be a very good vessel to use for any sort of rituals for things like that.
If we can.
God, you guys are getting so many side quests immediately.
Wow, does it feel like we have really you know
it's
what?
like
I am so happy that this is an in-character thing that I was able to remember.
I just realized it's not.
Game and it's like mid-update, and you're like, it's been a bit since I've played, and you get like 18 side quests back to back. Yeah.
It's not. I just realized it's not season 2. It's disc 2.
Disc 2.
Hey, hold on.
Keep it.
Okay, all right.
Hold
We're
on.
not beating the Homestuck allegations.
Hold on.
Oh,
Disc
no.
2.
We're
I
going
was
to
making a funny JRPG joke.
I know you were. I'm just also saying.
we're going to the command center. We're looking at games, all like games from different worlds. Like one of them's like Esper.
Let's not turn
Disc
that one
2,
on.
Session 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. It's like Final Fantasy VII. Anyway.
Either way.
Shall we go and speak to the one that was waiting for you?
That should be good.
Mm-hmm.
And Tibiki, for the ritual, we'll start when you are ready.
All right. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure that means when you're done having your body broken.
The
Look at
body
you.
and mind. Though the mind doesn't need to be fully mended. It is a part of the ritual for your mind as well, but either way, we have a lot to think about.
You guys make your way inside. As you do, another quick change in the stuff around us. Why not? Not that one. Let's do this one. No, not that one. Let's do this one.
What's Yen Sid's name?
Oh, that one's not even going. Not that one. Let's do this one. That's good.
That works. Yeah.
Oh, that's an old one, but I got one. It's been a bit.
As you guys
Goddamn.
step into the large building that houses Michel, you guys would find upon going in here that there is not a lot of actual people inside. The only ones that would be here, from what you guys would know, would be Michel and Mouse. little mouse guy off in the corner.
Mouse is here.
Imp is not here. Imp is elsewhere. So
Imp
I'll
is still in a
move
food
Imp
coma,
away.
probably. He is such a.
Happened to him.
He's going to be so powerful by the end of this game.
Hey, you have something that eats darkness and now something that eats light. Fuck yeah.
Yay! They're gonna be critical.
After
at the end of this game.
Fiesta, shit's gonna go down.
I can't believe this is how we get Master Form.
As you guys make your way to the end of the area, you guys see Michel seemingly at this point with what seems to be several papers in front of him, looking as if it is mapping out the terrain of the map in front of all of you. As the mapped out terrain that he seems to have, completely, again, the ridges and the mountains and everything made up of paper, seems to have a lot of floating islands, as well as what appears now to be the large cube-like structure in low orbit. He seems to be looking at an overhead view of the entirety of the country.
Someone's been busy.
Oh, welcome back, everyone. I was wondering when you would make your way here. I saw what all I could from here, but it was still very, frightening. I see you have a
frightening
guest.
as it was, at least we managed to arrive. But no, this is Isha.
Hello.
The former, the freed prisoner of Lord Q.
Nice to see you. Nice to see that they were able to come and get you. Not the most, discreet of exits from that place. Though I believe that what's done is done. From what I can tell, the Heartless up in low orbit have now been defeated, most likely by your avian friend that I came to your rescue.
Mhm.
It looks as if all of the islands, while they are now all over top of the land, looks as if they have stopped moving, at least for the time being. The only ones who should be able to move them, again, are the Heartless themselves, if someone ever goes to make it that way again. Or myself, or the king. I'm not sure if I can do much of anything with them from in here, but if I was able to, I don't know, get to a good point, I might be able to do something about them. I don't know exactly what power I have inside of me right now. I'm strong, but despite having broken free of the binds that we have here, I am still connected with this place. I feel that you do have an immense form of magic with you, but unfortunately it is not the one we were looking for, was it?
No, but it'll serve us in other ways.
Wonderful.
Hopefully. Most likely, at least. I must speak to the captain of that ship.
I was hoping that whenever you returned, that immense power we felt from the ship would have been enough to finish my, well, exit to this place, but unfortunately, it seems that we need specifically light magic.
It was always an assumption, but it's good to know it for fact now. It changes a little.
Everyone here? Are you well? I know that you must have had a rough battle.
Looks at Ibiki.
Did it.
We could be doing much better.
Donald, heal!
Donald, heal me, you fucking...
Oh, heals Aladdin.
He's not even on this map!
It was a rough battle, but thanks to tapping into that evil magic, we were able to beat Lord Q.
It was more than just that magic, Ibiki. You did most of that, all of that, by yourself.
That being said, I do know what it is you mean. While I was watching all of you, there was vibrations throughout this place. You called upon the power of Lavos, correct?
Yes.
Multiple times, it seemed.
It was the only thing that could hurt him that I had.
I've been trying to figure out more and more that I could about that power, but the only thing that I've been able to find out so far is that they are seemingly a great devourer of just about everything.
Really?
They, I guess, in their world, were able to essentially exist in all forms of time, past, present, and future. And eventually, they were able to, well, devour and completely destroy that world. To the point where even thousands of years after, that world would be barren and empty. It wasn't like the Heartless. That world didn't fall to darkness, it fell to it, the Great Devourer. But everything always ends up here sooner or later.
To think that such a creature even existed in the first place.
Luckily, the world of Cherish is one of absolute fairness. The ones who created this place, the ancient Cherish, they were strong. Something like Lavos cannot exist fully here. Unfortunately, the Heartless are able to go against that.
Does that mean Lavos was a creature of our world, the realm of light?
I believe so. Like I said, that world was not lost to darkness, but instead to evil.
Fascinating.
Terrifying thing indeed.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna move your friends slightly so they don't cover up Muna's face with their staff.
Oh,
I'm on a
that.
magazine.
I wonder if there are creatures in the world of darkness that are of an opposite kind of temperament then. Good-natured creatures hiding in the shadows.
You
can't all be
speak of
heartless.
the lights in the darkness.
What?
The lights in the darkness.
I'm unfamiliar with these things. What is a light in the darkness?
Allow me to show you. As Isha steps forward, they seem to bring their cube staff down onto the ground and seem to draw out a circle. As they do, there's a, I guess, universal sign in a lot of cases that show the darkness and light always entangled. In this one, they seem to draw out what appears to be, again, you guys would know it as like a yin-yang like symbol.
Okay.
As she draws it out, There is always light and there is always darkness. You cannot destroy one without completely destroying the other. But even then, they seem to put 2 dots in the larger holes of the area. There is always darkness and light and darkness. You can call those good and evil. You can call those elemental light and dark, but they always exist on either side. I've been to the realm of darkness. Well, Lord Cube has been. I was there for the ride.
You guys never mentioned lights in the darkness before.
That place is not hospitable to those who live in the light. But Lord Cube was a very dark being indeed. He even seemed to thrive in that place, as if he was a lord or a king. The things I saw there, fearsome and fascinating. But there were other things as well. I saw a weapon there, actually. A weapon? Not dissimilar to the ones that, well, that woman outside was wielding.
You found a keyblade.
If that's what those are, then yes. It was somewhat golden, I believe.
Gold.
It was a beacon in the darkness.
Golden Keyblade.
It was very easy to spot. Lord Cube stayed away from it, but I always felt that whenever he got close to it, a little bit of myself would return. A little bit more of me. Now that I think of it, that might have been the start of everything. That might have been whenever my sense of self started coming back. It was because of that.
I suppose he walked next to it.
It was
Sheer power of it?
What was that?
Sheer power of it?
I suppose. Whenever he would approach it, this beacon in the darkness, he would be interested, I guess, in devouring it, but it seemed that instead of him being able to devour it, it almost destroyed him.
Why is it the world of darkness then? If it's so anathema.
I don't know. In the same way that I guess the realm of light has powerful darkness, that must have been a extremely powerful light.
To find a powerful artifact of light, you'd have to delve into a world that by its nature would destroy most people. From here, at least.
I could probably find it again. I've ventured there before, but it's essentially, again, a beacon of light. This body craves it. Almost like a moth to a flame.
It just seems strange that no creature is even...
Is even able to do anything with it, Gilgamesh?
I thought that maybe something could, but I don't know how
The realm
that
of
world
darkness.
works.
The realm of darkness is the home of the heartless, and the heartless's enemy is the Keyblade. Perhaps nothing there could even approach it.
Who put it there then? Why? It can't have been a naturally occurring thing. You can't. Blades, keys or not, just manifest out of nothing. Right?
The Keyblade itself
Don't
is an
know.
enigma. We don't even know why the Keyblade in this world exists.
Hmm.
We don't know who created it or for what purpose. Maybe they are just natural. Just like how the Kingdom Key, or not Kingdom Key, the Keyblade itself is able to open and close. Those locks that appear over everything. It is almost as if it is a natural.
I certainly would have heard about such artifacts in my world. But we didn't have one. I mean, not every world does.
Perhaps. Though your world had other things, right?
Hmm.
Your friend, the one that has that weird, strange divine power?
Wild magic. Right.
Perhaps they would know more of the realm of darkness, or even the Keyblade.
If she knew about those things, she would have told me already.
When the words come out of your mouth, you almost go,
Would she?
"What? Maybe." Like they would have told me.
Man, even
Right?
Sorrel's pressing X out, and it's like, I just hate to be the one to say it, Gilgamesh, but the first time we saw her, it was before we nearly died. Don't know much about your friend, but they seem the secretive type.
Things are different now.
If you were ever able to find a way into the realm of darkness, perhaps that would be something to look into. A Keyblade in the realm of darkness. Must be a powerful artifact indeed.
You know, now I'm more convinced than ever I want to go there. That's what Nabuya says.
You are immediately reminded, Gilgamesh, of the thought in your brain of the other Keyblade that you definitely know somewhat of where it is, somewhere in the country.
Yeah. But whether or not that's before or after we find the other one first is dependent.
Exactly.
More things to invest, more things to sate my curiosities with. Regardless, this map here, what was this about?
I was trying to see what all I could. Unfortunately, I was not able to get any kind of view from way up there, but whenever I started using my magic to collect, I guess, information from around me, I was able to make this. It was almost a piece of cake, to be honest. I'm surprised I didn't think about doing something like this before, but if I would have tried when I was a book, I believe I would have just torn myself apart. This also allows me to make sure that nothing else is moving those islands. There is I guess a bit of a lag to it, but it seems like it's usable. It's a good spell. Oh, speaking of spells, I have been able to figure something out about the magics, about the surrounding my pages as well.
Oh yeah?
What is new then?
I believe I can expand your spell repertoire another time whenever you are more rested. Though it will require a sacrifice from you.
Another one.
I have the ability to give you more magic, though there's always a give and take with something like this. I need magic to give you magic. You are not going to like what I bring up, but, well, if you ever do wish to have more spells, more damaging things you can do, I can give you a spell that either your compatriots have access to, or a couple of spells that I have access to, but it will cost you an item chest.
Before or after we open them?
Before, unfortunately. I need the chest itself, the chest, the magic, the light that's inside of it.
We do have to
Well,
organize
something
those.
to ponder. We have a couple of those now, so.
It is something for you to think on. I can also give you, well, things beyond that. In my looking around through here, I also found a few lost martial arts techniques.
Really?
But again, the information to put into you would be needing magic.
Ironic.
Everything I do is magic, unfortunately.
I do not mean that in any way. It's just amusing.
It's becoming more and more like your world every day, isn't it? Because you've all lit so many beacons. The world itself is being filled with magic.
It's still woefully undersaturated for my tastes, but it's getting there.
Well, we both want one more of those beacons to be lit. If you decide to light any more, that's up to you, but at least one more and I should be able to break free from my confinement. But I digress. You all look tired. You should make your way away. If you do need anything, come back to me, and again, if you need any magic or skills put inside of your head, then we can do so.
After.
There is one more thing. I say skills, and I do mean every type of skill. If you were to come to me and ask for anything that your allies would have access to, that does mean all of your allies. I am still connected to Miss Booya as well. For example, they raise their hand as a page goes flying in front of them. As you guys see, a certain kind of skill that you are surprised is there. You guys see what appears to be a sleight appear in front of you. This sleight, from what you can see on the page, is called Strike Raid.
Ooh.
Just one of the skills that Miss Booya has access to. You can also share these amongst yourself as well if you ever need something that another person has. Basically, looking at your guys' sheets, if any of you would like to give up any kind of a treasure chest, this would have to be a magical one, which would mean that this is a boss chest. You could get any skill that any of your allies have access to. This includes arrow, fire, all those basic magics. This includes any of the sleights, so Fyra, Sonic Rush, flying lessons, and Stone Spike, as well as, again, any of the ones that Booya has. Booya having currently, from what you guys know, 3 things, which is Thunder, Shade, and now Strike Raid.
Interesting.
If you ask for Shade, you'll have to wait until next week because I don't have it done yet.
Okay, yay!
But if you say you want it, then you can get it. You have to wait till next week is all I'm saying.
But what if I don't want it? I desire it.
The other skills you can get. Why don't you guys come over here toward the furry chart real quick?
Oh my god, the furry chart! Let's go!
The other skills you guys can get are these.
Oh, look at that.
Where?
Over by the furry chart.
Whoa!
Oh.
It's the stuff in the things.
Ice Stone, Blast Slam, Slide. Oh!
I've never seen these in my life.
What are these? These are unfamiliar. They're lost martial arts.
These aren't the only ones either. I'm only showing you guys these because you guys know these. There are, let me look, 2 others as well that you guys you've technically seen one of them, so maybe I should just show you that one.
Get over.
Bloop.
There it is.
I knew it was going to be Smite.
And there is one more that you would know the name of by looking at what he is moving about, which is called Crush.
Crush.
Ooh. Mind Crush.
That sounds like Gravity Man, dude.
Potentially.
There's a lot
So,
of interesting stuff.
so just so everybody knows, if you guys give up one of your chests, you can get a number of these things, depending on what you get. For example, if you go for Smite, that'll probably be what you get. If you go for Slice, however, you could probably pick Slice and Stone, or Slice and Blast, or Slice and Slam. But Smite is a tier 2 thing, just like Crush is a tier 2 thing, just like Shade is a tier 2 thing, just like any of the Slights would be tier 2 things. So you can either get 2 tier 1 things or 1 tier 2 thing.
It sucks. We only have 2 boss chests, though.
You have 6.
You have 6?
You have 6.
Yeah, we have a ton of chests, dude.
Oh my fucking god! Why haven't we opened any of them?
Because you
We
were
just
on a
got
space
back.
colony.
We're having a moment. Hope that helps.
Yeah,
Oh my
we've been busy,
God.
dude. Don't you remember?
We've been busy, dude.
In half a fucking year.
But
I don't
yes,
care
you
if
guys,
it's been half a year.
you guys currently have 6 magic chests, otherwise known as 6 boss chests.
So it's either cool items or the stuff that Michelzar is offering.
Mhm.
Tough call. Very tough call for me.
You do know that sometimes opening boss chests, and I did mention it to you guys before whenever you got them, sometimes it's just money.
Sometimes it's just fucking money.
Basically, we could either gamble for maybe something, or we could get the ability to smite God.
Or crush
Well,
God.
we could get
Or crush
anything.
Smite God.
We can even get the ability to smite God.
So then,
God.
just a question then about if we got the things that we get 2 of, would it be the one person gets the 2 things, or would the 2 things be spread among different people?
That depends on what you guys want.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
If you guys
But
say,
then-
for example, I want to get Zarel should get Ice and Muna should get Blast, that'd be fine for me. Or you could say Zarel wants Ice and Blast because fuck Muna.
Yeah, I
Ice
can use
Blast.
blast, I'm sure.
To be fair,
Oh,
you should get Slam.
Yeah.
You should really get Slam.
I'm looking at all these things, and I also want to see what Crush is. But we're also all. Well, one of us is barely holding on with dear life.
Yes. This is something
so-
that you guys can talk about after you rest if you wish.
Okay. I have a lot to think about. Right. I think it's best if we rest for some time. It's some of us more than others. But we will come back to this.
Indeed. I have a lot of preparation to do on my end. But again, a lot of it will wait. But I will be prepared for whenever it happens.
Or
Do
are
you
we
guys-
ready to hit the hay?
Do you guys wish to rest?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
I believe that I will rest here, if that's fine.
Of course.
No!
And here's a great place.
Get
to-
out of here! I'm kidding.
I was scared. That was a scary moment that happened there.
They will make their way over toward the ladder. They will look at it, and then they will go under the ladder.
A respectable strategy. I understand.
They seem to lay down under the ladder like, this is fine. This is where I should be.
You sure you don't want us to find us at least some hay or something to cushion you?
I don't know if it's because I've been sleeping inside of a jar for lifetimes, but I find I want enclosed space.
No, but all right. If this helps for you.
It's not too weird, is it?
No.
No, as long as you're comfortable. That's the important part.
Then I will stay here.
well then.
That wasn't the question. Do you want some padding?
I don't know. I think she just likes the cold floor. I don't.
You do not need to go to get anything on my account.
I'm going to get the padding. I am taking that as a yes.
You do not need to do that. What are you doing?
It is happening. It is happening.
There are plenty of beddings and such because the breach of the lighthouse is extended to many houses that are currently vacant.
You can literally have a house wherever you want.
That seems way too large.
You have it in a jar for years. Haven't you?
I mean, you could always find
I know
a
you all.
tub.
I know that you all may hold a grudge against me, but I ask that you do not tease me so much.
It's not a grudge.
I know
don't tease.
I may have hurt you, but you shouldn't. Please do not force me to sleep in a place that is open.
Okay.
I understand if you wish to hit me, but don't do the other thing.
Are you teasing back now?
No, why?
Have hay!
Darrell comes back fucking loaded down with hay from outside. I just imagine they go out, they look at Booyah. It's like, Booyah, need hay. Oh, yeah, let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here you go.
I could just raid the houses for actual bedding.
I
could get all that washed.
I don't think either of them are thinking about that, Hibiki. This is wonderful. Thank you very much.
Wait a minute, I'm more surprised that
If you really wanted to get the whole container bat feel, I suppose I could cast water, but I think that would just make everything cold again, so.
I'm actually more
In
surprised.
here is
Bosco-
less cold than out there, so maybe adding some wetness would make it homey, but it also could make it worse. I'm willing to try, however.
Just
You would like to?
looking-
I'll just start casting water.
Yeah,
He just
go ahead.
witnesses this. He's just gonna go up to his room in the top of the tower and go to bed. He's gonna walk by. He's like, I'm too tired.
It's like, I am done with whatever the fuck this is.
I'm done bearing witness to whatever this is.
Anything to help out a friend.
I'm sure Bosco and them would have actually probably raided some of the houses by now, got some bedding, started washing it and selling it for cheap. Whatever.
Zarel, do you
they
make their?
probably did. Zarel didn't grab it though.
Zarel, did you make it wet?
I made it wet.
They lay down on it, and you see that as they do, there is a slight smile on their face. This will do.
Oh, excellent. That's good. You sleep well then.
There's just so much to unpack with that.
God, you know what this person needs? A clam.
Oh my
I
god.
love a clam.
Oh, a clam would be amazing.
Oh, my
They need one of the
fucking
Zelda clam beds.
We'll find one.
We just gotta find at least one Zora, because of course they would make those beds. There's just one Zora on this planet that's growing beds.
As you guys would lay down to rest, you would find rest comes easy enough, but like before, something else seems to come as well.
Oh, god damn it.
You guys find yourself in a large, dark area. Oh, this is the wrong one anyway. Should be this one. There we go. It's supposed to be the piano one.
All right.
There you go.
You guys find yourself in a large, dark area. As you do, you see off in the center of the area what appears to be a man playing a piano. A very familiar looking man. As you see Lord Akron. his back turned to all of you, going about his playing. Sorrel,
Sir?
you remember having a dream similar to this before. Though I believe at the time, you did not have the presence of 3 other people with you.
I was, I believe, just Gilgamesh and I.
You look as you see Sorrel and Gilgamesh. I forgot Gilgamesh was there. Forget Sorrel and Gilgamesh. To your right and left,
I did it.
you guys see Hibiki and Muna as well.
Those are also here.
We're back. All right. Fine.
What's going on?
I was grabbing
Believe,
you.
Do you
I don't like
remember
to-
when we mentioned having a dream a while ago?
Oh yeah.
It was quite like this, actually, but now you two are here.
Well, it's good to be here, feeling included.
Are we interrupting, Lord Akron?
As you call out, you do find that the playing stops. They seem to somewhat look back. As they do. Oh, that's the wrong one. They seem to, for a moment, take in the darkness in front of them. Ah, this feeling again. Is that you, Zarel?
It is me, yes.
I felt this before.
This had happened before.
You are visiting my dreams often.
I assure you it's not by active choice.
Gilgamesh is here as well.
Hello.
And
It seems
Muna.
all 4 of us are.
Hibiki. There's a surprise. It's good to hear of you, even if you aren't real. It's good to know.
No, we are real. This is actually happening.
No matter what is happening, you would most likely say that, but I'll take your word on it. Welcome.
It's strange that we find ourselves here not once but twice. At least from our perspective.
I have a connection with dreams. Sometimes they are fascinating. Most of the time they are dark. Emotions around, as dark as the room you see here. Whenever I am feeling uneasy, my heart tends to bring me here.
Why do you feel uneasy?
My city was almost destroyed today. I saw it. I saw it in a dream. A great cataclysm, a fall. Something akin to a meteor would crash down. Whenever I
wonder
looked
if it's...
out... Sorry, Muna.
I was just going to ask if it was related to the shake earlier.
Whenever I looked out from my castle, I had seen what it was. The minds were coalescing about. They were on a collision course with each other, and I do not know why I did that.
You
Why
assume you caused the mines to move?
It is in my power to do so, yes. It is in my alone.
And why did you want them to collide?
It was a fleeting thought that I had actually, after our last conversation. I had thought of something terrible. I had thought of something upsetting, and whenever I did, I had thought that perhaps it would be easier if that thought, that feeling was gone. And for a moment I had thought back to the dream that I had had, the great cataclysm. But I didn't want to do it. If I did, the entirety of the people that remained in the lower city would be destroyed. There is not many there, but there are a lot. Yet the islands did not stop. They were still coming together.
Whether you take this seriously or not, since you think it's a dream, it was flying Heartless that were moving the islands themselves.
Heartless.
Mm-hmm. Shaped like wyverns. You may have seen one with Hestus Boa.
Hestus Boa. It would be difficult to believe that me and him would have the same idea, despite what you've already told me. If it was the Heartless that did it, perhaps it was my dark thoughts that led to it.
It wasn't your thoughts. The evil from my world was trying to do it. Lord Cube.
Lord Cube.
But we've put a stop to him. For now. Boa, you cannot trust him.
I was told as much from Gilgamesh and Zarel last time. Though, I take it you have more proof this time?
Yes. A facility in the mountains was recently destroyed, where he conducted several experiments on so many things. That led to in the prison in the lower city, taking part in it. It has been an awful experience finding out more and more about the evils that man has caused.
I hate to say this. I sincerely do, Hibiki, for I know how earnest that these thoughts are. I do not doubt any of you, at least as far as what you believe. But I require proof, as I mentioned last time. If you say that it is a destroyed facility, I don't see how I can get proof from there.
And then there's Whisper.
You see him look up as you say this. Whisper.
You've never once visited her. Instead, he donned your appearance and visited her as if you were. He has been siphoning her power from her.
Whisper.
Just like he did with Siphius.
Whisper is alive?
She's alive
well.
and freed from the emotional power.
And eating our ally out of house and home.
That is impossible.
It's very real.
You see him bring his hand to his chest. But I do not feel her.
That might be a you problem, Akron.
If you're only feeling her through the power that you gave her, it was removed from her so it wouldn't kill her.
Mm-hmm.
She is alive and still very loyal to you, despite everything.
If it's true, I'm very happy.
You want to see her?
Whisper is... well... Whisper, like the others I gave power to, like the others that I attempted to awaken their ancient gifts, they are similar to children to me. I was told the Dragon of the East killed them.
Dragon of the East. No.
There is a swamp off to the east where there is a dragon resting inside of a mountain. An ancient dragon, one that I believe was here the longest out of everyone, including myself. I had heard that they had gotten aid from an ancient Cherished, one that dwells in a sand dune to the south of it. I had heard that between the two of them they killed Whisper in order to take the power of Wrath for their own.
And who told you this?
It came from the Knights, the Ranger Knights. I need to question them now. I find it hard to be mad. Because if this is true, that is such joyous news that I wish I could smile.
Yeah, it's on the same.
So Dico, didn't he tell us specifically to go to where the place, the castle was that Whisper was? He told us that specifically, didn't he?
He told you to go there, yes.
Were you? You want to ask it, or should I ask it, Emerald?
I'll ask it. You were, when you told us to go to the castle in the north, were you completely unaware that Whisper was there?
I had felt that there was a power there. One that I wanted retrieved. But I did not feel Whisper, just as I do not feel them now. I had hoped that there was something there, but I did not expect to find her alive. If anything, the power of wrath is problematic. If she had survived her battle with the ancient Cherished and the dragon, the best case scenario was I would find her as a mindless beast. The same way that you mentioned Cepheus before.
They're still alive and doing their diligence.
Have you talked with Cepheus about why they were removed from duty?
Yes.
They said I believe they said something along the lines of them being a failure of some kind.
Then I will not hold back when I say Cepheus was removed from duty because they had fallen to the power of wrath. They were strong, but because of the power of wrath, they overextended and unfortunately caused the death of many people. They gave up that power to Whisper. But if that power still existed, that most likely meant that Whisper had gone mad. If they still lived, I did not expect them to be anywhere in control of themselves.
And that's what you have Hestus the kind of thing for that. He was siphoning it out of her.
Her life essence, at least. Not necessarily the wrath.
The problem with your line of reasoning is Hestus Boa cannot use that power.
He never said he was using it for himself. We don't know what he was doing.
Perhaps. I say that because Hestus Boa has another power in them, one that conflicts with the power of wrath. He would not be able to use it, but siphoning it for something else, I don't know. I did not think it was even possible for something like that. I would be a fool to not look into your complaints, so I will do so.
Do you still doubt of the validity of our existence? Do you still feel us a dream?
There's always the possibility, but I know my own power, and I know that I am connected to the deepest parts of my heart, and I know for a fact that you are with the Keyblade wielder. They are one that has the power to visit areas such as this.
Well, that's more relief. I
That
was
being
going
said,
to suggest...
I am... If you are real, then I'm sorry for saying this, but I am losing it. My mind is... My mind is hard to control as of late.
There is a simple way to determine if we're a dream or not.
If you can think of a way that I can perceive you, then please do it.
When we awaken, ask me of a thief with a red eye patch. That is knowledge only I have, in a world you've never been to. If I answer, then you know it wasn't a dream. Or at the very least, if it is a dream, it's one that knows no more than you do.
Give me a second. Inside my brain, it's happening. Anyway,
Calculating.
it's
Calculating.
happening. Let me roll a dice really quick. It's fine.
Okay, yay.
The man with a red eye patch.
Yes.
Thief, you said.
Yes, they should not be part of this world, so. An easy way to test whether or not we're real. Asking me about this. In a different realm, I would always have knowledge. Whether or not we are real, or whether or not this is a dream of revelations. It is important to know what we have told you.
I do not know when I will wake. But I will remember that. If you were to somehow make your way to me, then things would be easier. But I know that it would be difficult to get to the top of the great tree.
Well, not impossible for us, obviously.
There are more than physical barriers that would stop you. But if you can get through them and make your way to my castle, if you were to do that before I wake, then maybe you can stop it.
Oh, wait. Is this not just a simple night's rest? How long have you been asleep for?
I have been sleeping since the last time you had joined me, however long that was.
The dam?
Oh,
No, the last time you guys were in this area.
yeah. It was like 2 days, 3? I don't know how long it's been.
Okay, they remember that. It's two still. Any particular
It's all right,
reason?
you lazy bum. Sorry.
Whenever I expend energy, I have to reclaim it. But because I am the great cultivator of this world, I can only take in the energy of the world itself. And currently, the energy of the world is getting expended. For some reason, the energy that's around, that was inside, deep beneath the ground, is being released into the air. And the more that energy is released, the less I can gain. For you guys, because the beacons are being lit.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's pretty fucking clear. Yeah. It's pretty clear.
I wonder why Hespo wanted to get into the underground from the castle that he stopped.
Guys, this is fucked up.
It's almost like whenever you make one half of them stronger, you make the other half weaker.
I start hitting you with like a newspaper, I think.
I hit you with a fucking bat.
How dare you?
I see.
My only hope is that I can wake up before a calamity that I saw happens. If it is truly just Hestus Boa that is doing this, or this Lord Cube that you say, then perhaps it is not needed and it will stop on its own. But if it is truly my dark thoughts that are commanding those Heartless to move the areas above, then I fear that the sky will fall.
This place is still pitch black, right?
Oh yeah.
Why is it so dark in here? Exactly.
This is my heart.
Was it always this way?
He looks over towards Zarel for a moment. It was once brighter.
I suppose that's to be expected.
I don't know if this will make us blow up. Hopefully not. I don't think so. I get over there and give him a hug.
You want to move toward Lord Akron?
sir.
You step your way over to Lord Akron. They look to you, and you go for a hug.
Yeah.
Zarel.
I don't like seeing you sad, sir. It's a shame because it's usually how I see you.
Zarel.
Yeah?
Would you like to roll me for your demeanor, please?
Yes, sir.
Let me go and throw a fleeting.
Oh, there's already 2.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes,
Not that kind of
sir.
fleeting heroism.
Oh, a heroism. That's a
Oh.
natural
Okay, net
20.
20. Fuck it. Whatever.
Thank you all the fleetings that was needed. We give those to the
Yeah, yeah.
gods.
Sacrifice.
We just want to accept those as sacrifices.
But here's a heroism for you. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yay! You go forward and you say that, and you give Lord Akron a hug. I'm sorry that I am always saddened. He looks to you. If if it would be all right with you, Zorel, if you would like to see me stronger than I am, when you are here in my heart, may I call you son?
If I get to call your dad.
You see around the area. First, you see just a look of shock on Lord Akron's face. But then you see around the area literally a fucking crack appear in the darkness.
The power of love.
I'm repairing my parents' broken marriage, one me at a time.
Of course. Yes.
That's more like it.
Gilgamesh pokes at the crack.
Gilgamesh, do you poke the crack?
He pokes at it.
Gilgamesh, no, you can't poke the crap. Oh god.
Oh my god. It's gone.
my God, he's
Before
teleported.
Gilgamesh is sucked out of the existence, there is a small moment where he returns the hug and sort of like brings your head closer into his chest, and then Gilgamesh goes, huh?
You just hear a like a ponderous and you just see him touch.
Normal, Dad.
If
that's
that didn't just
probably-
convince you this wasn't a dream, I don't know what would.
I don't know. People getting sucked into cracks in the wall should be pretty dreamlike. But
You know what?
I will not consider this a dream. Looks to Zarel. Even as good a one as it is, I will not consider it a dream. He gives a little smile. Similar to the smile that he had whenever he first saw you, Zarel.
Good to see you smile again.
All right, we have to find this tree. We cannot let this moment just end here.
I don't know where Gilgamesh went.
I can only assume that since this place is my heart, that leads outside of it. Meaning he is most likely awake or away from me.
You're going to wind up inside Michelle's heart and just be like, what?
You're just in like the opposite color version of this. You see Michelle, he's just like, what the fuck?
What's up, dude?
Hi, hi, hello, Gilgamesh.
Reading One Piece. He's
What are
just chilling.
what are you doing here?
Just looks behind, there's no crack anymore. Just, what? Huh?
No, you're not there.
I thought nothing would happen because it was just like part of the texture.
That's what's called fucking around and finding out, bucko.
No, that's me.
I would say that if you want to wake me up, then you should go.
That's good point, yes.
Thank you. All of you. Again,
Of course.
no matter what is said here, it has been said to me twice now. I would be a fool to not think on it. Once I'm awake, I will look into Hestus Boa.
Don't trust his machines. Don't trust anything he tries to give you.
Do you guys
Or anything
want
he
to?
may have.
You guys want to try to leave?
I guess let's touch the light.
If he just goes over to the crack, he's like, this can't be safe. This literally can't be safe.
Do you touch it?
Yes. I didn't realize Ramu was actually
Ramu was here.
Oh. I did not notice. Oh, that's
Just Rami pops out the back of his jacket, just all of a sudden.
Muna and Zarel, do you guys want to try to go?
Let's. He will he'll like linger on his hand for a bit, and then he'll finally let go and go.
Zarel. Muna, do you leave? Or do you stay in the endless darkness of his heart forever?
She lives here now.
Fantastic.
Oh, blimey, I'm Muna. I'm gonna leave.
Why is she British?
Amazing.
As the four of you leave, you are given unfortunate news. You're not sure how accurate it is because currently he's asleep and he has less information than you guys. But if it turns out it was not Lord Cube or Hestus Boa that was moving those Heartless, worst case scenario, it was Lord Akron moving them because of the dark thoughts that he seems to harbor. And if you can't wake him up before it's time to stop those things, potentially the Heartless will return and start moving them again.
We gotta wake the dragon.
Each of you would find yourselves waking up in the same area you would have been falling asleep in, as you do. We'll go with Lower Brimstar. Yeah. Haven't done Lower Brimstar in a while.
You're in the lower area of the floor.
You guys awaken after several hours. Gilgamesh looking around. It is now daytime. I say that because I think only you and Hibiki sleep outside.
Outside is relative, but yes.
Zarella Muna, you guys see light coming in the windows. Ching ching. But yes, each of you would wake up and make your way back into the center of the area, since you guys would know the others will be waking up around the same time.
Yeah.
The four of you would find yourselves back in the main hall, and you would see each other in front of you. I am super thirsty. I'll be right back. I already drank. I drank my G Fuel a long time ago. I'll be right back.
Okay, go get drinky.
You just shoot shit until he gets back. Anyway.
Remember
Man.
to hydrate, or else.
Dilma's just coming down. Just, can we not get a good night's rest anymore?
I
Nope.
thought it was quite nice.
Man.
Oh, I always have visions in my head when I sleep. I'm used to
My
it.
eyes feel strangely wet, but it was better.
Can't believe you cracked his heart open. What the fuck?
I
Why
can
did you-
believe it.
I'm pretty sure you had an emotional moment.
Ah, that explains it. Yeah, it's like I'm feeling quite emotional right now.
Also, I can't believe we've been weakening him without realizing it. That's funny.
Oh, so the demon comes back to hear it. I see.
The
I've
demon
been waiting to
giggling.
drop that bomb for a long time.
Yeah, we've been flooding this place with magic, but we didn't think about where the magic's coming from.
I assume we full heal,
Ground.
correct?
I assume we fully healed.
Yep. You guys are inside of this area as well, so you also get your shield.
Yep.
As you guys
So-
awaken, you guys find each other. Zarel talks about their heart and their feelings and shit, I think, from what I heard whenever I was
I
sitting
did
back
say
down.
that. I did say those
Yeah.
words together, yes.
Congratulations on finding a pair. Or
Never thought I
rediscovered.
would, except when I saw you guys and I thought you were all my parents individually, but that ended up not being a dynamic, so.
It's
it would have been very awkward if
I
we ran
can
with
still
that.
be your mother until proven otherwise.
Oh, you can be anything you want, Muna.
Damn right. That is a good attitude to have.
You can be anything
And
you want,
remember-
Muna. I'm not calling you mom right now.
And if your father starts saying stuff like you can't be the gender you want to be, then you can punch him.
I
Okay.
will
We
take
need to
that
get
into
that.
account,
We need to get
Muna.
that Zarel art where they have fucking Carlax build. Let's go.
So,
It's my time. I need to become a girl.
okay. So who's going to tell Michelle all this?
We will, together, collectively, if he doesn't somehow already know.
We will together as a frupple.
As a what?
Wouldn't it be like a quaddle?
A frupple is four. Four. It's like a couple, and then two couples are a frupple.
I thought a thruple was 3.
No, that's a thruple. This is a frupple.
He's-
Oh, a thruple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
Man, I fucking hate language. Anyway.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, you're right.
25 points to Frupple House. So, you guys want to make your way to Michelle?
Yeah.
We should tell him exactly what our consequences are.
You guys make your way to Michelle. As you do, you find Michelle still going over the large map that he has constructed out of paper.
Did you sleep at all? Do you still sleep? Have you ever slept?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to find true rest, at least until I have my full form. So no, but I have been going over other things, and I've been trying to figure out how best to get to our situation. There have been some strange movements in the ocean.
Hmm.
I'm trying currently to figure out if it is the island that usually moves but has stopped moving as of late, or if it is the large storm that is off on the area, or if it is perhaps the people you had mentioned before from the southern continent. I'm not sure though.
I've had no way of narrowing it down.
Unfortunately, not from here. I can only map out the surrounding area at the moment. It just all has a vague direction to me. Either way, I hope all of you had a good rest.
It was an interesting rest, I'll say.
We found ourselves in Akron's heart again.
I see.
There.
I can't say that I'm not worried every time you bring that up to me. There is still the possibility, after all, that they are using these dreams to... Never mind.
Something has come up that may put some new context upon our actions in lighting the beacons.
You see him sigh.
You didn't know.
You know, when we woke
I-
up, I thought about it for just a second, and I didn't want to think about it because I love you. But, you know...
I knew you had to have known.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose, for you to learn it. Me and Akron, as I mentioned before, are two halves of the same whole. When it comes to this world, we are both connected to it, though we are connected in very different ways. For me to break free from this place, I need more power, more magic, as I mentioned to you before. That magic is my own. The magic of the heart of this world. The magic of this world's protector, this world's king. You are returning power to me that has always belonged to me. I said as much to you before, but I did leave out things about Lord Akron as well.
I thought we said we wouldn't keep any secrets left after the last one.
I did not see it as a problem. Unfortunately, it is not usually a problem. I'm guessing that it has become one.
Akron,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Akron hasn't awoken from his slumber in 2 days. There's not enough mana to replenish himself in the planet anymore. It keeps being sprayed into the air.
Or so he says.
Is that where the magic's coming from? I thought they were the artifacts themselves.
That's what I'm bringing up to you. All of this is still what Lord Akron has told you. But you have to think of one thing. Yes, Lord Akron and myself, whenever I was part of him, used the magic of this world to replenish ourselves. But why does he need replenishing?
Have you been able to track your other half's movements?
I am
Do you
not.
know why?
I am not able to do that, but we are dragons, Gilgamesh. We do not run out of energy quickly. Not unless something happens. I have not seen nor felt any true exertion from my other half. He should not need that energy. As such, it was not a problem. That's why I did not mention it. If he truly has been sleeping for a while, that means he exerted his energy in some way. Some large way. Perhaps it was whenever he was defending this place from the Heartless, but I doubt it. I don't know what is going on, but what I can tell you is that there is more to it than that. I wasn't withholding this information out of any kind of harm, I promise you. It was
Of course.
information that was not needed, I don't think. I will admit, as I did last time you brought Lord Akron up to me, that there is a part of me that still does not trust him. I know myself. So, whenever you bring this up to me, there is always the thought in my brain that this is them trying to stop you from freeing me.
I don't think he's realized that that's what's happening still.
I did not intend to imply we're not going to free you, Joe.
No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it is a very convenient time to bring it up, is it not?
It
when
is.
we are so close. When we are but one beacon away from my resurrection.
I just don't understand entirely how this world works. So I thought, if it is siphoning power from the core, that there might be some grander repercussion we're not aware of.
This world needs its magic. The inner mechanisms of this world are powered by magic. We've talked to you all about the things that this planet does to the visitors that come to it, correct?
Yes.
This place, as well as its denizens, the Cherish, are artificial. They were built long ago, far before my time. Far before almost anyone's, except perhaps one person on this world. That being said, it is a mystery as to how it was made, just as how the Cherish were made themselves. But the magic in this world that draws people who are lost, as well as the magic that protects the people here from outside judgment and outside influence, it runs off of magic. If you were to light every single beacon, that would take magic from the core. But it shouldn't take that much. There have always been talks of every great cultivator who ever takes over this world, whether the beacons should be lit or if they should be sealed. My thought whenever I was taking this place over was that they should be sealed. That is why Akron and myself, when I was Akron, sealed them in our reign. But I do also know that I am a being that can take that energy in, which is why I've been having all of you unseal them. Again, I didn't think any of this information was needed. I'm very sorry for it. But that is how this world works.
I understand that. You need not apologize for things you didn't foresee. We could not have known either. So now.
As I mentioned to you all before, and again, I hope that you understand me bringing this up again is more for my own showing of innocence than anything. Also, it's so that all of you remember, because it was months and months and months ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
But
Back when the world was new.
I was planning on, as soon as you all released me, to disappear. That was the plan originally. But that is not the plan now. I was wanting all of you to just light them, and then I would disappear, probably to a different continent, or maybe even away from Cherish altogether. But that has changed. I am wanting to figure out what is going on here, and I will help all of you. I will not leave you without my magics. If you do light another beacon, and Lord Akron is actually asleep, it will take an immense amount of magic to wake him, depending on the amount of magic he has used. If you hold off, perhaps he can gain that magic naturally still. That is up to you. I will not tell you which way to go about it. You can hold off and wait to light the next beacon. That will extend my stay here in this place, but it will allow Lord Akron to wake up sooner if he truly is in peril. Or you can make your way toward one of the beacons now, one of the ones that we had marked on your map before. You can light it, and then I will be freed. And once I am freed, we can figure out what to do with the remaining beacons. Whether we use them, gain more power of them, or we find another way to seal away some of the ones that we had already opened.
The last time I expended all of my magic, it took me a century to get it all back. Lovely map it was.
That is one good thing about this world. Since we are taking in the magic of the planet itself, our naps aren't nearly that long.
I was worried, since Akron may only be a fraction as strong as me, that it's still too much time for us to wait for him to wake up.
Yeah, I don't not wait that long. I'd be an old man by then.
Yes.
Joking aside, there is more you should also be aware of, because your one theory could be right.
Yes.
Acheron may be unconsciously having the Heartless move the islands from a fleeting thought he had. And he's afraid of that. On top of, apparently, his mind is going, whatever that means.
There's less control over it, or something along those lines.
I mean, if he's been asleep for so long, I can't imagine Boa wouldn't take, or anybody else would take immediate advantage of him in that state.
But the heart is pitch black, it says. I'm not sure what's going on with him. Could be many factors.
You guys do know the origin of the fleeting thought that Akron would have said, I will remind you. You guys have not told Akron that you're with Michelle, but you do know that Akron had noticed when the beacon was lit over by the library, which he knows is where Michelle is being sealed away from. So you do know that Akron's fleeting dark thought
if I
was...
just squish that bitch.
Exactly. You know that was Akron's fleeting thought of, I could just destroy the city and then they would be dead forever and I hate them. Because Akron still thinks that Michelle is the reason that Sodalite is dead.
This divorce is messy, dude.
Listen, it's fine. We can tell him in Dream 3 that of what Michelle actually did with Sodalite's egg.
Egg.
It's
That still won't clear Michelle's name as far as killing Sodalite though.
Yeah, I know. That just means he had it.
We still need lots of proof, and we keep bringing things up where we have no physical evidence of just.
It's so hard. It's so hard to be us.
If you remember, though, there was one person that apparently knew of Sodalite and was around Sodalite the day that they died. Whenever you guys had talked to the voice from the southern continent. So if you want to learn more about Zarel's past / Sodalite's past, talking to the people from the southern continent could be a good one.
Yeah, that is that on the checklist, probably at the top.
Man, look at all these side quests. This is a great disc.
Oh god, this disc. Oh fuck.
Side quests that
starting a new disc is scary.
I think we should start with getting our airship.
That's a good
Just
one.
because we gotta go fucking everywhere on the planet. I don't think the raft is gonna get us to the eastern
It'll be better
continent.
than walking, yes. Yeah, good point.
Oh no.
But a raft and Zarel might.
Look at that raft. You're saying you don't want to use this raft anymore? Look at it.
It's not like I didn't say that.
Love the raft.
Are you saying you hate the raft?
No.
I love the raft. Sorry, raft.
Anyway, back in character for a second.
Okay.
The plan has remained unchanged. There is just more and more things coming up in very opportune moments. We have many things to do, but the beacon is still our priority. You will be free. We'll figure this all out together.
I know that all of you do sincerely want to free me. I'm not saying that you don't. You can choose when to do so. Unfortunately, it is not an easy decision, and I understand that. You either must free me soon and risk Lord Akron staying asleep for longer, or you will wait for Lord Akron to wake up before freeing me. That is a decision that you have to take, and I will not have hard feelings no matter what you decide. Because I know that you want to free me. This is a tough decision that I cannot tell you the answer to. Only you will know the answer whenever the beacon is in hand. That being said, did you think on the skills that I mentioned before? I would say that it would be a good time to do things sooner rather than later, but that is up to you.
I have considered it. I think expanding our repertoires is the wisest decision. It feels ever more clear that the farther we go, the more dire the situations we will find ourselves. So, I'm willing to sacrifice these for power.
From what I can feel, you all have 6 items you can trade into me. It is up to you whether you do all 6 or not, but I can only give you what I can give you. I cannot give you any more or less, even if I wanted to. So, I ask all of you then, which one of you require skills in exchange for goods and services? And I ask you, guys, how many of your boss chests do you want to give up to get more skills?
I'm just saying, there's 4 of us, we get 4. I'm just saying.
Listen, I really want to know what crush is. It's either gravity magic or I literally headlock something and crush its throat.
Would you like to use one of your chests to obtain the skill crush?
Only if it's okay with everyone else here.
Crush.
Yeah, looks like the eyes have it.
All right. Why don't you come over here and look at this thing here? So crush.
Okay, let's see.
Use +1 AP of any color to strike a target using a strength or resilience weapon, dealing 1d12 of damage. Extra AP are considered spent and do not renew until the end of combat.
Oh.
Give your next action advantage or overwhelm. Spend as much AP as you would like on this command. Extra AP are considered spent and do not renew until the end of combat. Finish. Use 2 red AP to your weapon into your opponent, dealing 2d12 damage. I will say this: the usage of AP that do not refresh are a part of the next 3 skills.
Motion protected, all of them, all revolving around the expended ones.
Is this
skill just playing from my graveyard? Is that what I'm hearing here?
Crush is a good little guy. I will bring this over to you.
Yeah. This seems like an extremely fitting thing for Gilgamesh so far, and I can't wait to see what the other ones do. Appreciate it, you guys.
That is 1.
Power up.
Does anybody else want to gain skills? Remember, you can take any skill from here, any skill from one of your allies, or you can take any of the slights your allies have, including the slight that Booyah has, which is Strike Raid. Also a reminder, when it comes to it, you can also get Thunder, because Thunder is something that Booyah has.
Oh, so you can get Thunder. All right.
Thunder is a tier 2 spell, as you all know. So you would only be getting Thunder. But if you want to look at Thunder on Ramu's thing, it's those things.
Didn't Michelle say that he can expand our spell? Does that mean we can use a new tier spell, or
what are you talking about?
Am I thinking? Oh, I guess you're mentioning the spells in this list we have in front of us here, right? Is that what you're talking about? So I was under the impression he sounded like he was saying we can increase the level of spells we can learn.
Oh no. One thing that you can do, you do note that Muna in particular has access to Fyra. Fyra is something you can get, however.
Okay.
Fyra is a tier 2 fire spell if you would like to take Fyra from Muna.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now.
That's what the higher tiers ones are. They're also slights.
Gotcha. Okay. Just wasn't clear in my brain.
I am thinking stone for variety, but
stone is pretty cool.
And blizzard.
Wait.
Would that be good to have?
I would say no.
Okay.
Ice is a worse blizzard.
Cool. Love
that being said,
Okay.
fun thing about ice is that ice, whenever you deal the extra damage that it has, you do half the damage to another target within range. Whereas with blizzard, you do the extra damage to a target that is next to the target you hit. So blizzard does more things, but you can't very well usually get the secondary effect from it. Whereas ice, you can get the secondary effect from it a lot easier, but it has less range, less overall damage, and it does basically the same thing as blizzard in the last 3 things.
Okay, then in that case, I want stone, especially stone status. That looks like a lot of fun.
Okay, because stone is a tier 1, you can get another tier 1 thing. Would you like to get blast? Blast is really good. That's what Law had.
It's pretty good.
I'll take blast.
Blast. Wizard blast.
I will copy these in case anybody else
You
wants
too can earn the power of orb later.
Here you go. Muna
You can use it to put naughty paladins in a little cage for a bit.
Stats 2 with the chest gone. Hell.
Yay! Yeah.
You have stone, and you have blast. Stone is really good, by the way.
I'm looking at it, it's
stone,
like, it's not
like you can
trash
daze
Geo,
people.
It's just...
Yeah, it doesn't have
that's fun.
the poison, but it does. You can daze people, which is kind of
really
what
fucking
things
good.
do. I mean, if you look at your poison, it's kind of similar to what happens with the poison. The resilience check, the things of that nature, removing the effect. That being said, stone is a little bit different in its effect and a little bit different in the things. Also, things can be dazed and poisoned at the same time.
So you're telling me it's even more unfair parafusion.
You are paraflinching like the best of them.
I think Muna and Gilgamesh have a new team attack.
Yay! Woo! Team attack! Team attack!
Something can't be poisoned twice, but something can be dazed and poisoned.
Yeah.
Pokemon rules.
That's some fucking Pathfinder shit. I love it.
What
Some
about
meme.
Zarel and Hibiki? Do you guys want anything?
Yeah.
Please?
What you
For
want?
me?
You want Slam?
And for me? And for me?
You want Slam?
Yeah, you
what
want
else?
that.
What else you want?
And for me? Ooh.
Because that is tier
You
1.
do have a
you want
have a
ice?
slice. You do have a slashing
It's
weapon.
like water, but cold.
I mean,
You could also go Slice.
I have a Slice. Let me
Slice
check.
could work. I will say, out of everything, Slice probably wouldn't work fantastically with your playstyle, but yeah, it could.
I don't understand your point.
I mean, you have the sword and the stone, and also the guillotine shield.
Slice does a lot when you perform a lot of attacks. Slice would honestly be better for Gilgamesh.
Really?
Because of
I
your
guess I
pummel.
haven't asked.
You did say that we can choose to cut another one out,
Oh.
right? I'll take Slice and give it to Gilgamesh.
You could.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
I'm becoming more dangerous, you guys.
Elite dangerous.
Here you go.
Not elite yet.
Listen, I'm just taking this as a courtesy. My job is to make the funny number that is my shield go up every day. That's
It is pretty funny.
There you are.
everything else is just support for my build.
And here is Slice for Gilgamesh. Hibiki, do you want any of these? Do you want another Crush? Do you want Strike Raid? Do you want Shade?
I get water.
Do you want Thunder?
technically speaking, I could use Smite because it's the finish does use ability or willpower, and I have a lot of willpower.
You do have a lot of willpower.
You do.
You also can choose Force because Force is something that you are very used to using with your Power Ranger form.
It's either Smite, which is very funny to think about on Hibiki, or I guess Strike Rate is also one I could grab.
Strike Rate is pretty interesting. I will say I'm gonna look at it and see if it's. I'll give you a yay or nay.
Good for my play style. Yeah, yay or nay for my play style.
I think you. Hold on. You do.
I mean,
Okay, yeah. You have the prerequisites because all of you do. They are. It is two of the skills that you use a lot.
You know, I just thought about it. Why would I pay with an item chest when I have 2 remaining slights that I could just train Booyah with to learn her slights?
You could. Those are basically something you can do, but you would have to spend time actually training.
Yeah.
We
That's
need to
the
go to
big thing.
training
This is we're putting it in your brain. But yes, you could use one of your extras to train with Booyah.
We're downloading that info into your brain.
With that being said, I think I will go for Smite if nobody minds me taking a whole chest of energy.
Heck yeah. I will say,
my
because you are
friend.
going Smite, I will say you will be using it with Force because that's just you.
That is just me. Yes, I have a power of force that's never been seen before.
You are tapping into your power even when you're not in it. I'm suggesting this Smite is working.
I love the idea that your holy power is the morphing grid.
Yeah.
I'll have
That's
to
your
shift all
fate.
these over a bit because I saw that it hit the side here.
Yeah, that's why I just put it up there for now. But you can move.
Or you can just like put it over here and start going the other way.
You guys
I could do
have
that.
2 other chests. Remember, you guys can get things for other people. You guys can get extra things. You guys can get tier 2 spells. It is up to you. You technically have 2 other magic chests you can use.
Or we could open them, but they're not as cool as getting new skills.
I think bare minimum we should open one. Just Gamba.
Gamba.
You love gambling.
But if we want to get another tier 2 spell, we could grab
Gambling
Shade.
is fun. You definitely could gamble.
Well, give us nothing near it. I understand.
That's the DM saying it's better
Statistically.
if we use this
I'm
now.
saying it's you do what you want to do. You technically can get
What
something
you're
really good
saying
through gambling.
is that we can either get something really good out of our hand, or we can get $2.
I love
There-
it.
when it comes,
gosh.
I would consider if you guys were to be gambling, I would consider what I'm offering you guys right now to be in the higher echelons of what you could get by gambling.
Yeah. So what? So Shade. What actually is Shade? Because I don't know.
If you remember, Shade was the ability that they were using before with their magic that allowed them to basically bleed into the darkness and move like twice as fast and teleport around the board and shit that they were doing. It's a magic skill that they were using.
It's
sounded-
insane movement speed.
That is sounding like some pretty good shit, man.
That is one of the abilities of Shade. That is most likely the motion or the flow of Shade.
Yeah. I know it's one of the things.
Together, it's
But
fine.
that being said, I'm so much more interested in Shade now.
Again,
we knew
that's
you were
one-
evil,
Have
but like,
leaf spells.
I know the card's not ready. I know.
Yeah.
You said that already.
Yeah.
Next
But
week we'll get
you
it.
do know what it does. It has, just like every other spell, it would have a small darkness attack connected with it. It would have a status connected with it. It would have an enchant connected to it. It would have a flow, which you guys know the flow is this, and it would either have a protect or it would have a burst.
Question.
Mhm.
Since
your
it's
question,
coming from a friend's mind, if they already have it fully unlocked, would it be fully unlocked for us as well?
They don't have it fully unlocked? but
Oh,
you would have what they have unlocked.
Okay.
okay.
So you would have the flow of it immediately.
There you go.
I would like to have that.
Hell yeah, dude. You
want
do
to
have
use
your
your-
spells. You may as well.
You want to use
I also
your
am a
fifth,
dark being.
You want to use your 5th chest to get a shade?
If that's cool with the other 3, of course.
That's
I
cool,
won't.
whatever.
Okay, I'm just gonna put an
Yes.
extra water here just so we know that you have another spell.
I'm gonna write on top. I'm gonna write on top of it just the word shade.
Just shade.
Shade.
Right over a Sharpie.
It's a proxy. It's a proxy for my deck right now.
But yeah.
There we go.
Do any of you want to use the final chest to get a skill from one of your allies, to get the thing for strike raid, to get 2 tier 1 things, being either the ice spell, which none of you guys currently have, or another crush, or another slam, or another anything like that? Or do you want to gamba?
The only thing that we could get is
There
ice.
is-
You said it was worse blizzard.
Ice is
And the slide's
ice
still
is-
rolling around, right?
Ice is lower blizzard. Ice is tier 1 blizzard. Blizzard is a tier 1 spell. Ice is a tier 1 spell. Or blizzard is a tier 2 spell. Ice is a tier 1 spell. When it comes to thunder, you wouldn't have everything unlocked like your boy, like your girl Ramu does. You would have whatever Booyah has unlocked from it. However, it is also a tier 2 spell, and you guys can see what all the things do here.
I can't believe we can't get thunder fully unlocked from Ramu. Giving it to
Ramu
us.
is not
How dare.
connected to Michel.
How dare.
Robert's independent right now.
He should be.
Let me show you when I connect to a rat real fast.
Hey, can I connect with a rat?
Need the rat connected to Wi-Fi. Pass our
All right,
friendship.
what are we doing with the last box?
I have
Just like the slight floating around, but knowing how Booyah tends to battle, will probably go for something like Hibiki because they tend to be pretty fast.
It is a faster. Here, I'll be nice. I'll let you guys see strike raid since
Oh
you
my
guys have
God,
technically
we get
been
to see-
you guys have been around Booyah, so I could assume you guys would have trained with Booyah and would have seen how they did with things. So I will bring it over.
Imagine our train just started yeeting this at us, and we never got an explanation as to why.
There you go. There is strike raid. Strike
Strike
raid
raid.
is you do the attack for shot first, and with a plus 1d4 to the damage. You do the combo, which is again another plus 1d4. But your finish, which again you can use finish on anything. You can combo with 2 other things and then finish if you want to. Is you slam your weapon into your opponent, potentially dizzying them. Opposed strength or agility check versus resilience. The dizzy, they lose 1 action for 1d4 rounds. The damage of this attack is the combined damage of the attacks before this one, which basically means if you have a lot of good damage before and then you finish, you basically just deal double damage. The blitz of this, all attacks on the round used this ability are thrown attacks with pummel. And they have as much range as they need to have.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
That
this
is
would
really
be pretty
good
good for
fish.
something like Hibiki, who tends to be like pretty fast.
Jesus Christ. We gotta get you more throwing weapons.
It does not matter. Whatever weapon you use with it will be considered thrown and have pummel.
I throw
Oh,
my gun.
You throw
Does that
you
mean that-
throw your gun, you throw your
Wait.
shield.
Does that mean the
It's like a boomerang. It's coming right back.
Does it mean the fucking grapple knife will also grapple them?
Probably not.
What happened?
No,
That'd be
as long as
funny.
we've assumed of grapple and the dagger is that I'm grabbing them with, while holding the dagger up to their neck or something is how that's working.
The big thing with this is, just like a couple of things, there is a cost for this. The base cost of just flat out using this without like building up to it is 2 red AP and 2 actions. And as well, after you use this, you will lose 2 red AP until the end of the combat.
Okay.
Again, this is something that would be really good if you have a lot of red AP, which is usually our boys Zarel and
I have
Gilgamesh.
5.
You do have a lot.
I do have a good amount.
Yeah.
So again, this is something that any of you can use, but it is basically needed for you guys to
Sorrel?
get
You
a
have
lot
a
of
lot
things.
more than
first.
me, so like.
I have more than Sorrel.
So
You good?
if you want to use this without building up into it, you literally 2 red AP plus 2 actions. You then do the shot attack, the strike combo, and then finish. If you hit with all of them, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But that does mean you
Yes.
can strike raid and then do one other action this round.
Cool.
And Blitz is just automatically happens with it.
Yep, all attacks on the round you use this ability are thrown attacks with pummel.
Jeez.
And
So,
I assume the weapon
Your
comes
turn.
back.
So your turn would be, if you were to have this.
Mm-hmm.
You use this for 2 AP. You then shot attack for, I think, just the one. I can't remember how many things shot attack has.
Shot is
Strike combo.
2D weapon attack. 2d6.
Okay.
Weapon attack.
It's just one attack then.
Yeah, weapon damage. my bad.
The strike combo is 2 attacks. So if you do that, you hit with all 3 of those attacks. You can then do the finish, which would be dizzying opponent, and they lose an action, and the damage is these 3 things again. However, you could also just use this as a finish. So if you did 2 other things, you could then go, I want a strike raid finish and for my 3rd thing. However, it would require you to use 2 red AP to do that.
Okay. Which isn't bad.
It's not bad.
And on top of that, the 2 attacks from this gain an additional bit. On top
Yeah,
of
they
getting
gain
also
it a
pummel.
little bit extra damage.
Is the damage there just represented of the pummel, or is that just also this adds
Just that
more
damage.
damage to it? Okay, cool.
The pummel doesn't get the extra damage though.
Okay.
Pummel is always just the pummel damage.
Yeah. That is pretty good. That is a lot of potential damage.
Mhm. And again, this is something that's really good for if you have like a weapon like Ifatovich, a weapon like the Giant's Hammer, a weapon like if you're flanking, throwing a dagger would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, basically whenever you throw it, they come back.
Yeah.
So you throw, it comes back. You throw again, it comes back.
It's back. Never roll the catch. Just keep catching, baby. I can't. I would be interested, but I have free AP, and if I lose 2 of them, I can't fight anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Your round would be you use your strike raid. That's 2 of your actions and 2 of your red AP, and then you would still have this AP to do things with.
Oh, then you lose those 2 to the end of combat.
Yes, they will be lost after you
That
do
is the
that.
problem. That is the problem.
It is a big
The
boy.
Hibiki has 5,
it is
so
a big
even if
boy steep
Hibiki
cost.
expends,
Yeah.
even if Hibiki expends 2, Hibiki still has full combo for a red attack, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, when using this to get a slight, would it use up one of our slight slots?
Nope, you just
Or
get
does
it.
it give it? Okay. That is pretty good. What do y'all think? Do we wanna
What
buff
happened to
up
the
keyboard?
keywords?
Oh, well, we don't need those anymore. We
It's
only
okay.
have Phantasm left.
It's okay, I have them. I'll go grab them.
No, okay.
This
we've learned
thing
from our
needs to be
past
like
mistakes.
locked or something,
It
because
doesn't work that
something-
way.
I know it doesn't. Who did it?
But yeah, if you think you can make use of it, again, you have the most red AP, I think, right now, period. Except for like maybe Gilgamesh, but like Gilgamesh has hard ones. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah, the
Those are
evil darkness
those are the-
ones.
Those are the
Yeah,
darkness
you got the evil.
ships.
You have the
Yeah.
most pure red AP.
It's
Yeah.
very funny
It's
that
funny because you have no lifting ability.
no lifting.
I think you're
ability.
maxed out on green.
I think I am too. Yeah.
4 greens.
I think 4 is the max for greens. I could be wrong. That could be something that I changed for Fate. which would mean that it's correct now because of how we do things.
I love the world.
It's up to you guys. Again, you could also just gamble, or you could get ice, because ice is still pretty good.
Do love water, but cold.
Get water but cold. Get water but cold.
I'll let him cook, and if he says no, I'll grab water, but cold.
I guess the big thing is if you guys are planning on training at all.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah.
Like, are you guys planning on
Yes.
going to Ragnar's dojo at all?
It would be nice to get some more unlocks on some of these things.
Because
Including-
if you're planning on going to Ragnar's dojo, you could just train with Booyah.
Yeah.
You could.
That would also do it.
Yeah.
That'd also do it.
Talk to her. She's right there.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? Do we just get an ice and something else with it, or we gamba? Because we can't just always train with Booyah.
I mean, I do have to agree with a DM here. I think we can make more than $2 if we just take ice and something else.
All right. Who wants ice? And something else.
We have ice.
Something
we have
else.
any of the other tier 1 things that any of you guys would have. So, like, for example, if you guys wanted to have one of you gain geo or water or fire or balloon.
I should probably get water, huh?
That's up to you.
It'll work, right? Like if we have to take one and something else, you can grab water off me, and that's the something else, and then we just decide what happens to ice.
You can do that. Do you want to get
I
water,
can
Muna?
grab it.
Muna, do you want water?
Yeah. Let's.
Here you go. I cast water enchant.
There you
How
go.
did you know about water?
Water, and you got water, and
It's in my blood.
Rel.
Well, it's in our blood too.
Rel, you now know how to turn water into cold water.
The world is wonderful. There's so many types of water.
Oh, just
No one ever told me about this.
just wait till you get to the tier 2 hot water spell. God, now I
There is
have to
hope in
make
this
a steam
world.
spell. But yes, there you go. And you will get the enchant flows and protects as we go about things. I'm decently sure they're different than Blizzard, but I don't know 100%, so I'll check later.
Okay, yay.
Yeah.
If they are different than Blizzard, then I will leave this here. If it's not, I'll probably just unlock all these for you.
Hooray.
I'm
Oh.
pretty sure they are. Okay.
Figure it out.
All that being said, you guys have spoken to Michelle. You guys have gotten your stuff. Michelle goes to each of you and implants papers in your minds. You give him all the pirate booty. He just has 6 boss chests behind him now, and he's like, no, I'm totally gonna take the magic from these and not gamble.
If you wanted to gamble with them, you could have said so. That would have been fine.
No, it's I guess it's just like a thing from my years of hoarding.
It's like the thing Gilgamesh does that. I get it.
I missed my hoard.
I'm sorry, Gilgamesh.
I mean, we do have all that pirate treasure. You can make a new one.
Screw
That
that.
wasn't my hoard.
Oh, you don't want that? No, I do want it, but
Well, I want it, but not for hoarding reasons. So many weapons and armor. So many memories.
unfortunately, that hoard went to the people from the southern continent.
Yeah, I was joking because I remembered that. Yeah.
I mean, you could always go beat them up and take it again.
Hey,
We could do
don't
that.
have- We don't have to do that.
You could always go beat up your good friend Archon.
Sorry,
big,
friend.
first
We
of all.
gotta meet you up in the back streets.
Big Shark Man.
Man, that name now has a different meaning to me. Archon.
Yeah.
Well,
the Archon. It's a whole
mine
thing.
first.
No, it was Magic the Gathering. Anyway.
No, it's mine. Magic the Gathering stole it from me, like everybody else does.
No. You know what I just noticed? Because I had a passing thought of, I should go. We should probably look for other stuff around. I'm sure that Ragnar has some like wine and shit for the skeleton. I'm like, where is that fucking thing? And I just look at Zeral's inventory.
Yeah, I have it. I was going to ask if anyone wanted.
Did anyone want to taste?
I remember. I
should-
remember.
Having fun in there.
Yeah,
There's a reason I need that one.
I'm putting him here so,
We
so he fits into things a little bit more.
Fits nicely in the cheese pocket, which is now not a cheese pocket anymore, but
We should probably actually put him somewhere. Maybe with
The
rest
cheese
of our
pocket.
stuff. Like with the rest of our like stuff in the nondescript zone.
Oh, out of the cheese pocket. Understood.
But you have so much space
Just
in your
me,
cheese
Anthony,
pocket.
saying,
This is a very spacious
yeah.
cheese pocket.
I forgot I got an arrow flintlock pistol.
Oh, also, I guess I should probably say it after stream. I'll say it after
Okay.
stream.
Okay.
I'll hold you to it.
There's a fun thing that you guys may or may not now have a lot more info on from another skelly thing you guys are holding.
Oh yeah.
Right, Dracovic.
Man, he sure said that he was held at one point and basically completely depleted of all of his ability from a
So
from
his name
this
was
world.
just Slur?
What?
Dracovic?
What are you talking about?
Oh my fucking god.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who are you calling Slur?
What do you mean me? No, I'm just saying I feel like I'm being gaslit. Something is
I don't-
happening.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm
confused.
referring to the other dead dragon in Curse of the Quiet March.
Yes.
Yeah.
His name wasn't Slur.
Oh no,
If he-
I'm not Slur like that. I'm saying here we call him Dracovic, or we're just calling him a Slur.
That's what the race is called.
You think of the Yeah, I think I get it now. I see. I thought that was called the Dracostraight.
I was like, can we
Coalition
confirm?
of the Dracovics called.
This
It's
one
fine.
said whenever you guys found them, call me Dragovic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe he's reclaiming, but like, I mean, this doesn't change it, you know, like.
But he had a very he was talking about how he was drained of all his power and that he was from a world that whenever he was lost there he basically showed up here and yada 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 and all that good stuff.
It's rough, buddy.
But yeah, I wouldn't consider it like.
Let's not think about the implications.
Speaking of implications, did you know that white genocide is not actually a thing?
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
God damn it. Enough with that chatbot. Anyway. We got off of we fucking derailed so hard. Where
Yes,
we
you
talked. Right.
Thank you for waiting for us to wrap to our destination.
Okay. So I unironically have a starship engine in my pocket.
Mhm.
I'd like to go get the fucking ship fixed.
You have never
Yeah.
never been over to the place
No.
where the ship was apparently docked.
Yep.
So you definitely
we
can
do-
make a beeline that direction, or again you guys can train with Ragna first and then head over there or whatever.
if we can train with Ragnar for a bit and then do that, I'm happy with that too.
He has a hypersonic lion tamer.
That's not what the word is.
That's not any of the right word.
You're doing it on purpose, aren't you?
You mean the hyperbole chamber?
That is true. It's the hyperbole chamber. You guys.
The hyperthyroid chamber?
You guys get your skills. We have joked around for a little bit, but I do think that since we have just passed the 3-hour mark, I think that we will probably end things off there for the day. As you guys are gaining your strength, you guys are gaining your power, getting pages of Michelle's book slapped on your face and then absorbed into your skin. You guys feel stronger. Not only do you feel stronger, but you guys find note that because you guys are now giving more energy to Michelle, and now that you guys now know where Michelle's energy is from, you feel a bit, I guess, more ready for what lies ahead of you. It's confusing, but it is understanding. The rest that you received after dealing with Lord Cube also seemed to invigorate you. As everyone, I would like to give you one of these.
Huh?
Is it an immunity?
This is a new symbol. It's in color.
Oh, look at that. That sure is a thing.
Damn it.
You guys will all obtain a white AP.
Ooh.
Hooray!
What the hell does this mean?
The white AP is a fleeting AP. This AP, once you use it, will not be able to be used again for the rest of combat. However, it will be recharged again for the next combat. The white AP can be used in place of any other AP color.
Oh.
So once you use it, you can use it as any AP color, and then it is gone for the rest of combat and will come back after combat.
So that is a good target for things like Strike Raid.
It's a good target for a lot of things that require multiple things.
Yeah.
But as you guys have now gained your power, you feel something else welling inside you. Something warm. When all of you gain the power and all of you look to each other, all of you seeing the growth each of you have gone through, you feel a strange connection beginning to form. But it's not quite there yet. Some strange energy just feels off in the room. You aren't the only ones that notice this, however. As all of you are gathering your energy, as all of you are getting your strength, a person from beneath the ladder is watching all of you.
Yay!
As they seem to notice something about the energy that seems to be surrounding you. They have a sad look on their face. And just in case anybody would ever look over to her, she would know that she has that sad look, so she will put her mask on. And I think
No one can see that I'm sad.
And I think as she does that, we're gonna fade out and end game for the day. As we have done the first session of, 1 second, Cherished Days, New Light, Kingdom Hearts RP Disc 2 Session 1.
Wait,
Let's go!
All of those things which we definitely put as the thing in the beginning of the chat and not,
Yeah,
not
just
now.
the full title. Yeah,
was
just
the
the
full-
full title.
We'll definitely show all of the session numbers from now on as well. Definitely, seriously. Ugh. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed. Well, until next time, guys. Like always. Later days.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.